Okay, last time was we met up with Dench. We brought him over to tour the our factory over in
He just
Thrask.
kind of accepted the job. Like there was no convincing him either. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Yeah, he's just like, yeah. He brought Chip along.
Medieval
them around.
lives are rather boring. You know, you see a tank for the first time, you're like, I don't know what it is. Sign me up.
So we were showing them the factory, and they were on board. They loved the idea. Dench was like calculating like who we could bring along, how much everything would cost. While they were when he was doing the math, we had a little meeting with our good old friend Kravaku, and he was a little
be nice, play nice.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was giving us all of the details. He seemed like he was hiding something, kind of. He was a gun. He was hiding a gun.
He was hiding a gun.
He has a gun, Rick. So we had this talk, and he was just like, "Hey, you just need to trust me with these type of things, and then we can make everything work." Hogar really doesn't trust him, and Sweetie and Roku are like, "Okay, yeah, I think we can work this out." After going back to Trusk, we debated what we should do. We went and talked to the Lord King Ulysses Stab, their Blood Cloud Venison, something that's in there somewhere, the third. And we were talking about the circle table, the round table, the round table of the people of Convy, not Trusk. And during this, he sounded very on board, he was reluctant at first until we said we'd give him 5% off 8 tanks, which we would also apply with drill bits for his mining operations. And so he's now he made us a parchment that says he would join our round table meeting, and he also gave us pardons to prison. After this meeting, we went and watched a little self-defense class at the Old Cord Temple. Very fun time. We met a defense force or a danger force. The
Danger Rangers is what they're.
Danger Rangers.
The Danger Rangers.
Met them. Proud of that name. Met some interesting people. Among one of those, a Dragonborn that said he recognized the Hand and Eye of Vecna and invited us back to his place. Upon going to his place, he revealed that he owned the deck of many things, and allowed us to draw some cards, which Sweetie received the Vizier card, allowing him to ask the universal single question, and Roku got the Comet card, which is allowing him to, if he single-handedly defeats something, he basically gets a level up. And from there, I think that's kind of where we ended.
After that, you guys left the luxury apartments and are now standing on the outside of a Truscan city block in the middle of the night. The sun is set, the day is drawn down. It's now that time of night where only the weirdos are out, and thusly you guys are out walking around.
Wait a second. There was something implied in there.
Hey, wait a minute. We're weirdos.
Hogar yells in the middle of the street. It echoes throughout the city blocks.
And then?
So, I think we should get some rest before our big adventure tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty late.
Read. Well, we don't really have a home, so.
Well, you're right there.
We could go get smashed and fall asleep next to the trough again.
I'll pass.
Or we could just fall asleep next to a trough.
We could just find a bed. Like, Roku, what about your the smithy? Don't they have beds?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen Dench too many times. I don't know if he'd want to see me again. Invading on his home.
Wait, Hogar, where's Mima staying?
Where is Mima staying now?
Well, she would presumably be at her home, or she is staying somewhere in town. But you don't know if she would be staying in town. Probably the inns in the Crimson Clover Tower. But
She's not at her house rebuilding, then probably in one of the inns here, you know?
You know what? I'd like a nice bed too. Do they have nice beds in there?
In the Crimson Clover?
In the Crimson Clover.
Crimson Clover, nice beds.
Crimson Clover?
beds.
Let's go.
well, you have all stayed there once after the Rumpus Ring victory.
Yeah, but that was in like the
good
luxury
suite.
suite.
That was indeed the luxury suite. Now I gotta exit the current document I'm in, and I gotta go to the Trusk one just to make sure to see how much to charge you guys. So Crimson Clover,
500
15,000 the person
per person per hour.
per bed.
It's very
What?
stress free.
A gold piece.
so
Half a gold piece. 5 silver.
you all enter the familiar gates of the Crimson Clover. No Rumpus Ring tonight, as tonight is apparently a peaceful night here. There's a very limited crowd in the Crimson Clover, probably the most modest you've ever seen. Would everyone roll me an insight check to give a reading on the room here?
Yes.
I got a +4 and I rolled a 4, so I have 8.
You still have -1?
No, I that was for dying. And
22.
I died a while ago.
Insight, you said?
Yep.
+3, that's a 17.
So
Boys.
the two of you kind of notice as you guys walk in, there's a very sort of modest crowd here in the Crimson Clover. There's some drunk halflings in the corner giving each other trouble as these two 3-foot men push each other back and forth. As well as the waitress trying to dodge around them. There's a large albino looking minotaur, which is weird, but most particularly Junior, the man behind the counter, is currently serving a drink to a person. And as you guys walk in, he scans behind him and looks towards you, and he sees you, squints, turns his head back around, and puts his hand at his side onto his sheath of his sword.
What's he look like?
Yike.
Roll me a perception check. He's kind of obscured at the moment, so just want to see what you can see.
14.
He looks to be human. And you don't even know what weapon he's carrying because he's wearing a sort of black cloak, a bandana pulled up past his face, and a hood. So like he's very, very obscured from your vision. But you all sort of take note of it. Well, two of you take note of it and then inform Roku of it.
Well, let's just be friendly and get ourselves a room.
All right.
Hey, I just kind of want to walk up to Junior. Hey, God, do you guys have any rooms here?
It's on floor 7.
How much? What it cost for a room for 3.
Oh, that's on floor 7.
Do not. Okay.
Hey, let's go to 4-7, guys.
I guess we'll walk over to the elevator because
As
Junior's too
you-
good for us now.
As you're sitting, or as you stood next to the counter to ask him a question, the man in the cloak turns towards you very slightly. Again, not exposing himself to any direct vision. He says, "Excuse me, what's your name?"
It's Sweetie. And yours?
And who's you're traveling with? Who are they?
Roku and Hogar.
Well, and he sort of like cracks his knuckles. I had a bit of a deal recently, and I've been out of town, but I recently came back. I was hired by a man named Rick. You know of him?
You see us
So you,
somewhere.
so you're number 5.
Number 5.
I'm
Did I
guessing you have a
seriously
piece
get
of.
to you last?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but also that was a thing with a guy who's not really around anymore. So-
Yeah.
That was also a while ago.
But Rick's here somewhere.
I'm afraid the job offer's still on the table, and I'm getting paid. So, and Sweetie, out of you hear like a, and next to you, he holds this crossbow up to your head. A crossbow that has a very large circular barrel to it, and it like looks to turn like a revolver's chamber.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm afraid this is gonna have to go down a little bit messy.
Well,
Hey,
can we
hey,
can we
this is a
talk
bar.
first?
Can we take this outside? Not disturb the people here.
Also, you're sent to kill Nikolai, and we aren't Nikolai.
And he kind of looks around. Again, he has his face cut. Like you can only see like this much of his face. Really, no discerning sort of features. Right. Well, unfortunately, I was paid to kill Nikolai first, and then the rest of you. So the bounty's still out on you. All the while, you guys look over. Sweetie has this super long barrel, and it's like pressed against his forehead as he's sitting there trying to talk out this guy.
Well,
Goku.
what if I told you that, well, sadly, Rick died. The Elithids took out his castle and we think ate him alive. So even if you did kill us, you wouldn't get your reward.
Roll me a deception check.
Ooh,
There you go,
sweetie.
buddy. There we go.
There
Hey,
we
and
go.
there's some sprinkled truth in there.
Out of the game. Hogar literally said Rick's here twice.
He did.
Uh,
do that,
You guys'
actually.
stories
Wait.
don't match up very well.
Did you say deception?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 28.
I'm willing to take my chances. He lets an arrow go directly into your forehead. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Roku. Kill him.
I got a.
So,
23.
first up,
points
before
back
you
to
guys
what they
started saying shit, Sweetie, he shoots you in the forehead, and he is going to deal some damage to you, as he is the one who
Not
acted
even,
first.
well, I was going to ask if you wanted to roll to hit, but then it was like, nah,
he
it was
got-
already pressed against my forehead.
Well, he also got a 25, so I figured he'd hit. I didn't ask.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair.
You only take 12 piercing damage, though.
Okay.
As
One
it
shot.
like time slows and like initiative starts as Sweetie just very slowly like has his eyes cross in on the center, and Hogar like takes his reflexes to like shove his head out of the way, only cutting the side of it. Yeah, what's everybody's initiative?
18.
23.
24. Fuck you, Hogar. Suck my dick.
Oh shit!
Jesus
That was-
Christ.
that was
How am I
aggressive.
last?
We need to stay out of this fight so Roku can kill him and level up.
No, it has to be a monster. Well, he's also playing loose with the. So I don't know.
Yeah, actually, roll me an insight check. Not Sweetie, Hogar and Roku, since you guys both are sort of. That's both running through your mind. Sweetie had almost an arrow running through his mind, so he is a little.
18.
26. We're rolling high tonight. Ooh, rolling high tonight.
Nope. Roku, you like Hogar, you're pretty sure this wouldn't be considered a monster, you don't think? But like again, the cards are playing pretty fast and loose, you know? Roku, you pull the card out of your pocket and like it looks like the same, and you're like, okay, like you guys don't think this counts. Luckily, it does not count because the rest of the bar, as soon as the first shot is fired, you hear a halfling in the corner go, "Oh yeah, we fighting tonight, boys!" And this whole crowd of people just starts to move in around you.
We're doing a what? Okay, I'm doing environment fighting tonight.
I don't have my swords anymore. So it's fist to
I'm gonna
cuffs tonight,
fucking throw
boys.
bottles at this.
What was it?
bitch.
You gave
This
away.
guy
both
was
your
designed to fight
swords?
us.
I did. Yep. I'm almost
Uh,
down payment. I want it back, hopefully. If
axe
we ever.
hammer is in Sweetie's
It's
bag.
in Sweetie's bag. And honestly, I have 2 wrist blades. It'll work out great.
So here's how it is really oriented. Here, Sweetie's right here with a fucking thing pressed up
I
against
think
his head.
most of the time.
Hogar's
Is it
left.
just me, or can you guys not see a screen? Okay, there we go.
Roku's
I can
left.
see it.
So yeah, you got he's smoking something here in the corner. You got a big ass minotaur. You got a woman who's coming in from a day of farming. She even brought her hoe. You got a waitress, a half orc,
Oh
a
my.
tiefling, a very drunk halfling who's ready to throw down with a stool in his hand, and Eric Cochran and whatever the fuck this guy is he's tiny and he looks messed up.
He's eating a heart.
Nah, that's well, they probably, knowing the Crimson Clover, he probably bought it here. So like honestly,
Yeah, fair.
that being
Are there any
said,
empty bottles nearby?
yes, there are several up on the counter. But first up, Sweetie.
Immediately, I'm gonna just reach behind my back, grab a golden handle, flip it up, and I'm gonna try and grab him by the throat.
All right, you
So-
immediately whip out your golden grabber, and you like as you go to extend it, it like sort of automatically whoosh, unfolds out, like telescoping towards him, and you're like, whoa! Try to clasp around him. Roll hit.
All right, time to see if Red Bull gives me wings.
Ooh. Would I be proficient with this thing?
You would.
Okay. So that's a 14 to hit, which I take it doesn't hit.
My heart starts convulsing. Please call the ambulance.
Didn't
You're drinking the
happen.
Red Bull.
Wait, I get a second.
That's fucking disgusting.
Wait, would I get a second grab attack?
Yes, you would.
Because, well, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do
Yeah.
it again. Because the first one
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
How's a 16?
Unfortunately, not. This guy looks to be pretty swift. He's wearing he has like metal under his cloak too. So yeah, unfortunately, as you go to clasp around, his collar seems to be studded or something. As you clasp onto it, doesn't connect. Would you like to stay there?
Does he still have the thing pointed at me?
Yeah, he has it still pointed directly at your head.
I want to hop up on the bar. I want to try and just like get on.
I would say since you have enough movement to fully just sort of climb up the stool and step up onto the bar, and right in front of you goes, "Oh, actually, you can't get up there," as you stand up.
Not bring her up to that.
Is that your turn?
This will only be a second. Roku. No, like I just kind of glance at him, and be like, see that he doesn't have a sword or like a weapon of sorts. Fisticuffs. And I just kind of like put up hands, grab her in one hand, and I just fisticuffs.
We bar fighting tonight, boys.
With that, he's going to use his first legendary action to
We're not fisticuffing, boys.
He's not fisticuffing, as he has a blade in one hand, that sort of rotating curved metal crossbow in the other, and he immediately he drops down in like a Street Fighter move. He sweeps his leg completely 360 around him, and Roku, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm at like a -4. That's a natural 20. Eat my ass.
He goes to sweep the leg, and you, as he does so, you stomp onto his thigh, and he's like, ah! And you're like, look at him like,
what are you doing?
Like, really? What are you doing? With that, we are up to Hogar.
I'm gonna run up to the bar next to Sweetie. Do you need these bottles for anything?
Actually, we recycle those bottles into other bottles. Dad says I'll have to take. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll have to use my bow then. Draw 2 arrows. Shoot this bitch in the face after I hunter's mark him.
Are you running up the thing you said?
I'm going. Yeah.
Where is it?
Where is it? Yeah, like that. There. I'm not on top. I'm just at the bar, not on the bar.
Gotcha.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not a crazy person who's jumping all over the bar, sweetie.
Yeah, that's disgusting. People eat there.
He pissed though.
All right, and since this guy looks like he's a chump, I'm gonna sharpshoot.
Perfect. Shot. Go for him.
+7 to hits, and there's a 19 hit.
That is just enough to hit.
I'm gonna guess the 24 hits too then.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
That's what they tell me.
Thanks.
Those math and
32 damage plus all this dice. Bing bang, bing bang. 8, 15, 25, 26 plus 32, 58.
Okay.
Piercing and cold damage. Does that
Let me
matter?
do some math here.
Does
no, it doesn't.
Resist magical piercing and or cold?
No.
Good, because he's dead.
Okay. With that, yeah, he's going to second attack. As he stands back up, he gets. He just immediately starts a hail of arrows over in Hogar's direction.
Bolts. The cross with the bolts.
Hail of bolts in that direction.
I'm not sure.
With that,
I demand respect.
Is a 16 gonna hit?
No.
And then oh my god. He just, and at this point Roku snags his hand and just starts pulling as he releases this hail of arrows that shoot an outline around you.
Them.
It just absolutely springs past your face as nothing hits.
Huh. You look at that. You can't shoot for shit.
With that,
makes sense why you put it up to his head.
Hey, you got him with the stool, eh? Here, take mine. Stool gets hucked into the fray. Roku, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You can throw a stool at him.
Wait, okay. Tom, are you alive?
Uoku?
Yeah, he's got a.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna dump the rest of this Red Bull
Sounds good.
because it tastes like shit. Why am I muting myself? I'm not. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I'm alone.
I was talking to myself. I was I was like, Jared, why don't you just try literally any other type of drink? And I was like listing off like other types of energy drinks I think are at least somewhat decent. And I looked down at my mic and I'm like, oh, that's not lit up.
He got it with his textbooks he ordered, which I also have gotten too. They
Yeah, I
send
got
you
a
a bill.
Red Bull with my Chegg textbooks.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, here's a Red Bull. Me, I don't fucking drink the super caffeinated pops. I have a great dislike for them. I like the fruity pops and root beer.
Hey, Jared, wait, you say you like fruity pops?
Yeah, like Sprite, Spearmint,
Okay.
Crush.
I recommend you
Pineapple
try
Crush.
this.
The fuck is that?
It's ice, right? Like sparkling ice.
Yeah, I know of it.
It's that, but with caffeine. And this one's blue raspberry flavored, so it basically just tastes like blue raspberry bomb pops or blue pops, bomb pops.
Okay.
Dum Dums. That's what they were. And oh my god, they're delicious.
Dexterity saving throw. Roku.
Dexterity saving throw.
So sorry to bother you.
God numbers. 16.
Roku, as you are preparing to fight, you hear that dwarven man yell, and you feel a stool crack up against the side of your head. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch, you bastard.
And with that, everyone in the bar starts to get closer as they are enjoying the fight.
They gonna join in?
It's definitely probable.
Even the barmaid is gonna join.
Even the barmaid is gonna join. She's got a fucking platter of weaponry.
I've worked retail.
Fuck, if people, I'll fight, you know.
On my last day, someone called me an asshole because I was following company policy of carding all customers.
Of what?
At Walgreens, we card all customers if they purchase cigarettes or alcohol.
And he called you an asshole because you wanted to know his age.
So I wanted to see his ID.
Right. Of course,
And
that
it's
makes you an
company
asshole.
policy. I can't even do it. I need to type in his birthday into the thing to sell him it anyways.
Mm.
I can just skip that and sell it to him. Like, oh, here you go.
With that, it is now his turn. You see as he emerges the sword out from his sheath officially, explodes into flame. This guy is equipped with some magical weaponry, and he is going to use it to take 2 strikes with it at Roku. That is going to be a dirty 20 and a 24.
Those both hit.
And you get hit with the full brunt of this this weaponry, and it burns a bit too, which is fun. So that is going to be 11 piercing damage and 6 fire damage for the first swing. Second is going to be 13 piercing and 8 fire. It's 21. And then he's going to, very much like he is in the picture, turn himself towards you with his left hand and fire a shot into your stomach. That's going to be a 25. Which is going to deal 9 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And with that, we are down to Roku as you get your immediate rebuttal.
First of all, I would like to use my reaction if I could
Okay.
to give him a fucking no you, and I need a dex save from you.
Okay. I'm assuming you're casting
Hellish Rebuke. Yep.
Hellish Rebuke. That is going to be a 9.
That fails. He's going to take 15 fire damage.
He is going to use his indomitable, ability to re-roll a failed saving throw, which will get him a 16. Does that save?
Yes, it does. It wouldn't if I would get my level up, but
so he takes only 8 damage.
I forget the number, but yes.
You said 15.
Yep, sure.
8, then
Oh my god, I can't do math. Okay. Actually, since you're going to do that, he's going to use his action surge ability to take an immediate turn back at you, Roku, as he does not appreciate the things you just did.
Fair enough.
That is going to be a natural 1 on the first swing as he takes a heaving left strike and you step out of the way and it cleaves in half that bar stool that was thrown and now it sits next to you. But besides that, that is going to be a 26 to hit with the other one.
That most certainly does.
And that damage is going to be 13 piercing and 5 fire. And then he is this time going to turn, fire another arrow at Sweetie for his bonus action, which is going to be...
This guy is fucking me up.
22.
Coward.
Sweetie, does a 22 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 15 damage as this one just sinks into your gut. With that, Roku, it is now your turn.
Now, here's my dilemma. If I roll to hit him, I have to do it off of raw numbers because I'm at a -4 strength and a +4 proficiency bonus. And he has a 19 AC. So instead, I'm going to opt to cast Inflict Wounds.
You just have to
Save.
hit that, you just have a better chance of hitting that.
So is that a melee spell attack?
Yes, a melee spell attack, which I believe uses my charisma. Is that right?
Yep.
It's your
Charisma.
it's charisma and proficiency.
Yep.
You
So
only clerics a week. But like
Wait, can I do 2 of these?
10 damage.
No, it's a spell. You can only cast it one. It's an
Oh, okay.
action to cast.
Yeah. So we're gonna try that. 21.
That hits.
Okay.
So you
And he's
sort
gonna
of just,
take.
the energy that usually liquefies people's bones just gargles through your entire body, and you take it out the right hand, which turns a little black, and you just sink your venomous claws into him, draining this necrotic energy.
I rolled really good too.
3d10, I believe.
Yep. 16 plus 9 is
25.
Mhm.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to put Vow of
Enmity?
Enmity on him, and that's going to give me, but whatchamacallit,
Advantage.
advantage when I swing at him.
That was one of the things that made Dog so powerful.
He is going to
And
use his
Dog did.
legendary action to once again, Roku, strength save.
Second, please. 18 plus 22.
Okay. Once again, does not work. This time he tries to just turn around and like kick you from behind, and he biffs it, unfortunately. But next up, we are back to the top with Sweetie.
I had an idea, but then I was like, well, that doesn't really work.
Depends.
So
You can certainly
I'm-
try.
this is a person. So I'm gonna flip him off, and I'm gonna try and hold person.
Wisdom save on his part. That is going to be a fail with a 2. So he's going to use a
Nice.
second Indomitable for the day to re-roll that. Unfortunately, it's going to be an 8 for the re-roll.
Well,
Oh,
This is gathering
poor
nicely.
baby.
And that is where you feel immediately the tides are going to turn as Roku has taken like 4 bolts in the chest and like a bunch of slashes. This is the turning point of that.
The
I
turning
just
point.
flip him off and then just thumbs down.
1 second, let me check out the.
He becomes
conditions
coated in
right
that
now.
red sort of moving energy that is keeping him in place and locking all his joints in place. And he would take a legendary action, but unfortunately he cannot. So we are to Hogar.
Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at if it's only melee attacks that are within 5 feet that get the crit, or if I can just walk up to him point blank and crit.
Good question.
'Cause I need to. Why are you being so slow, Player's Handbook? Get me to the page I want. I mean, I have a physical Player's Handbook here. Wink.
Are they
I give him.
paralyzed?
Wait, never mind. I can't. Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the conditions.
Oh shit! I've been playing with 4 bardic inspirations for a fucking while. I should have had 5 for like the past several levels.
Yes, any attack that hits a creature within 5 feet is a critical hit.
And isn't it if there's a non-incapacitated creature that is for the disadvantage on range attacks at 5 feet?
What?
Alright, so I'm just gonna walk up to him, draw my cast Slayer's Prey, draw my bow, and sharp shot him twice.
I would say since you get advantage from the paralyzed, you would cancel out the disadvantage from 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a regular
Alright.
hit. But it will be a crit if you do hit.
First one, dirty 20.
That hits.
Second one, natural 20.
Oh boy.
So what does that mean? Do I double crit?
I don't think so. I think that is still just a critical hit, but impressive nonetheless.
Alright, let me get some more dice out for this. Yeah, that's enough for a crit. Alright, let's get some dice out for the second hit. It's also a crit. He's gonna feel this in the morning. Well, no, he's not. He's gonna be dead. Alright, so let me just say, this is base 32 plus a lot of d6, like 6d6, 4d8, 4d10. And you thought fireballs were fun to roll. Fireballs can't crit. Oh yes. Look upon the sea of numbers. 2, 5, 10, 20, 12, 32, 40, 50, 57, plus 32, 89 piercing and cold damage.
Okay, I have to bust out a calculator for this one. Jesus.
He's not dead yet. A shame.
Unfortunately, still alive for the time being.
Which isn't much longer.
All right. With that, it is going to be the bar once more as they start to advance even closer. Now walking up almost directly by you guys and the fight. And with that, there's a crowd. I need all of you guys to roll dexterity saving throws.
+4 to the boys in the aura.
All right. So I got +1 on top of my
23.
Okay.
26.
Good.
$25.
Okay. A hail of stools, drinks, mugs, glass bottles, and rotted, sort of mushy foods being thrown at you guys are just this hail coming in, and you guys manage to just like duck and dodge all of them as the orc ogre concoction behind the bar is sitting there like, and he's ducking behind the bar for protection as the pelting becomes his by him. But you are all unaffected by it, despite making the territory very difficult terrain. But other than that, it is now his turn, and I believe he gets to roll a wisdom save at the end, correct? Cool. So I'm just going to roll that. That is going to be a 6 for a wisdom saving throw, which does not pass. So that is going to be his turn. Come and gone. Roku, you're up.
Can I use my reaction to hellish rebuke the dude that threw the thing at me last time? I want to set him on fire.
You can't you can't do it for the chair throw. You can do it for this
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This whale of attacks he's given on you. Yeah.
So whoever threw the thing last turn, that's who I want to hit.
This Scottish looking man here with the drink half up to his mouth.
Yep. I need a dex save from him.
And he will give it to you. He rolled kind of surprisingly well for his current state, which is going to be 13.
That's a fail, but he's only going to take 11 fire damage.
Okay. You coat as the alcohol that has been spilled on his body just like kerosene lights him up as he and he falls over on the ground being burnt up to a crisp like a bug left under a magnifying glass. But as he falls, another takes his place. With that, now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn. So I'm going to make all 3 of my attacks. One's a bonus action attack at advantage, but it's still going to be all raw rolls and not really any modifiers.
Advantage rolls.
Yeah, true. So the first one is a 10, a 5, and a 19.
So your final offhand attack is the one that hits.
Yep. It's a little sad, but
he is currently frozen in place, cannot move, and you put him up, man, and still manage to miss.
Does that still crit?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to level 3 smite on this, and I need to have more d8s.
Poor guy.
Falcon.
What's that?
You cannot add your strength modifier.
Yep, not my strength.
I believe, yeah.
Yep. But I do get my aura, which is just 4. Wait, is that double?
Wait.
No, just the dice, not the.
He's gonna take the 4 from my aura.
So wait, it's normally 4d8 on a level 3 smite. So is that 8d8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus my 8d8 from just my attack because my cold and whatever else not.
You remember Doug. And
I do remember Doug, but I think Roku could beat Doug.
But could Roku beat Pug Doug?
No, never.
No one could beat Pug Doug. The gods themselves.
Orcus beat Pug Doug. Or they can counter skill Orcus.
Honestly, yeah, it was a little weird.
44.
That's it.
of the concoct. No, I'm not done yet. I need to roll.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, what?
44 just from the attack and the smite here.
I was going to say, you said at least 16 d8, or I think something like that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you
16
got
D8, I believe.
44? Roll all twos. And a few threes, because I know Jared's going to say something about my math is bad.
Eh. Math is bad.
And not as bad as some people's, though.
No,
And a
but it's
43.
bad.
pointing
So 44
fingers.
and 43 is like 87, I believe, total.
Okay. Yeah. You completely biff your first punches and then go for a sucker punch to the gut, stab, and you just and he vomits the blood out. Doesn't have a clean exodus, so it's and it oozes through his mask and pours out over his nose as he just and his eyes glaze over as he hits the ground. The rest of the bar, all right, no, and then you just start getting applauded, and everyone kind of looks like holy shit as your enemy falls, and then you hear. And you look over, and the man on the floor is now twitching. I'm sorry. His limbs start snapping out of place. His arms start bending at odd angles. And he raises a hand. It explodes into a paw of black fur. He closes his eyes. His eyes beam red. He stands up. Full transformation into a werewolf, knocking back the crowd, and you guys as well, as you sort of are in shock at the sight you just saw.
Roku.
This
Was
man,
a monster.
this man now stands completely werewolfed out, and you guys see as he is now making his way directly for Roku as he stands behind him. Roku.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That was okay. I it
Don't
just
worry,
all switched
Roku.
at once.
I know its weakness.
Roku. The card vibrates out of your pocket. It raises up supernaturally in front of you. Shining bright.
Like a diamond.
Oh, shit.
And gleaming its energy onto your hands, coating your body, leaving only the sight of a slobbering werewolf in front of you. Sweetie, Hogar, if any of these bar patrons get involved, then the fight will be lost as far as the cards are concerned. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the patrons get involved in the fight in any way, then the cards will consider him not the only person who got involved, and thusly the card will not take its effect.
Yeah, I got you.
But Roku,
Keep explaining stuff. Give me it.
you assume this is the moment. This is the one. This is the thing the card is referring to, as you are now cascaded in light from the card source itself. And with that, we are back up to the top with Sweetie. Sweetie, it seems your hold person spell has lost its effect.
One question before this happens. Is my vow still on this dude?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Because that's the only way I'm going to fucking hit.
My red ring, now that it like fades, I am going to reactivate, hold it up in the air. I need everyone to leave the bar. Mass suggestion, everyone get on out.
Okay, what is how many creatures can you target with mass suggestion?
12.
Everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would you also like to do the barkeep?
I think we can get him to stay out. At least.
Yeah,
At least you are,
get Junior out.
Okay.
Wisdom saves all around.
Yeah, wisdom saves all around.
What is the DC?
17. Unless it has like the ring has its own DC.
It is
But
your
I don't-
spell.
Okay, yeah, so 17. Got double check math quick. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 8. Yeah, okay, so 17. Yeah.
Okay. What do you say as you lift the ring in the air and it starts to
Everyone get out of the bar.
they all start moving, their eyes now glowing red as they slowly, one by one, just start to march out the doors.
All of them.
You
The
see,
eyes not glowing red.
so you see all of them start to move out, except for this man up here who's smoking a pipe currently. And as everyone starts to clear out of the bar slowly, you look over at him and he's like, "Well, I don't want to leave."
What a fucking guy, this guy.
But
Hogar, take care of it.
other
I'm gonna kill
than
him.
that, everyone is gone.
You gonna tell man?
Okay.
Junior.
Is Junior out too?
Oh, did you cast it on him?
Well, it was he the barkeep?
Yeah, that's Junior. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's a cutie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a natural one on his part. Okay. This guy's gonna start crawling over the counter. Walk on out. Okay. Sweetie, that was your turn.
Yeah.
Hogar, you're up.
Roku, I unsheathe my silver scimitar. Use this. I
Oh,
throw it
my
over to
axe.
him.
My axe. Give me my axe. It's
This
also
is super
silver.
effective.
My axe is also silver.
Oh,
It is too late. The silver scimitar has been thrown in your direction.
So I'm gonna try and catch it. Is it one-handed?
yeah.
Perfect.
Roll an acrobatics check. No, roll an athletics check to throw and catch, both of you.
Athletics?
Yeah.
All right, I do a +3 in that. That's a 14.
Rolled a 13.
You catch it on the blade as it, oh shit, and it falls to the floor. And you take 5 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Below 100 again, dude.
Oh no. So bad, under 100.
Sir. Maybe, sir, if you come with me to upstairs, I will buy you a drink.
Like, I do appreciate drinks, but this is the fight of the century. There's a werewolf right in front of my eyes.
Yes, just don't attack the werewolf. We
Well,
are
why
professionals.
not?
We are professionals. You are not.
Well, I'm going to.
No.
And with that, we will now move on to its turn.
I'm going to try and block any attack he tries to make at the werewolf.
Okay, good to know.
Jared, he looks more like a spellcaster with his scrolls. Just saying.
Well, I'm sorry. I do have a counter spell though, so there.
Roku,
Actually, okay, that's fair.
he's going to make 3 attacks at you.
Just one.
Yike.
One with his bite and the other with his claw. The others with their claws. That is going to be a, yikes, a 14, a dirty 20, and a 23.
The 20-23 hit.
Okay, that is 1 bite and 1 claw. The claw is going to be, I gotta get out different dice here as they deal different damage from a crossbow. That is going to be 14 piercing damage. And the bite is going to be, oh my god, 12 piercing damage. And with that, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as this werewolf sinks his teeth into your shoulder.
23.
Okay.
We're all
Good.
immune to disease.
Yes, that is correct, which is something you find weird, Roku, as you get bit into and this black sort of necrotic damage gets pumped into your veins. You sort of scoff and laugh at it aside, and then it starts pouring deeper inside of you.
Ouch.
Meaning you're not immune to this, whatever it is. Must be not a disease.
Special.
But Roku, you're up.
You can also use Dex with the scimitar.
I can use Dex with a scimitar.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
changes things. Okay.
Oh my god. He's becoming a Dex paladin. This is disgusting.
The Dex Paladin.
One fight only. One fight only. It's okay. We'll
Oh.
get through this, everyone.
Okay. So I
At
still
least
have
he's not a-
advantage on these.
Ranged paladin.
So I'm a 18. No. A 19 and a 21. And then for my offhand, the wrist blade attack is going to be also a 19.
Yeah,
19, 21,
his
19.
armor class is 16. Yeah, I didn't quite
Okay.
hear the first one, so yes, you hit on those.
And then it's just all D8s, I believe,
Yeah.
for scimitar.
Scimitar's a D6.
Okay, D6.
It's not a rapier, but it's silver.
Yes, would you roll the scimitar separate, please?
Okay, I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna. You just need me to roll the dice for the scimitar, right? Right. Okay.
Right.
8. Then Dex. I had Dex to it. That's for the 14. No.
Okay.
12 because I didn't level up yet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna smite. On my last attack, so I can keep the dice easy here. $20 damage on the total scimitar attacks there from cold and whatever else, and then 8 damage from the aura. And then I'm gonna use my level 3 smite on my last attack here.
Okay.
It's stressful. $38 total there.
Okay.
And then 42 because my aura.
Okay. I thought you meant 42 extra because of your aura. I was
No.
like, what? Okay. With that, we are back up to the top with Sweetie.
Sir, I'm really sorry about doing this, but we can't have you here. Ring the hold person. And mass suggestion is not concentration, so
Just 24 hours of being suggested.
Okay. He got a 16 on his wisdom saving throw.
17, baby.
Shall I just put him in the elevator and send him to the roof?
Might as well. And I'm gonna walk over to the guy who's now frozen.
Stuck in
I'm gonna
place.
help Hogarth
Yep.
move him to the elevator. Yeah.
Yeah, because I go next, so let's just move him to the elevator and send him
All
up.
right. Hogar. Oh, first up, he's going to use a legendary action to take a claw attack at Roku. That is going to be a 13. So never mind. Continue, Hogar.
All right, I'm gonna. Because this guy's like a halfling.
Yes.
So can I just pick him up?
Yes.
All right, I
You can
walk
pick
over and
him up. As
I
you
walk over and put him in the elevator.
as you start to hoist him through the air, his many items he's carrying start to just you shatter his pipe on the floor, and he's just looking at you like
Oops. Yeah, should have left when we told you to, but sorry about that.
Fortunately, you can only carry him 20. Oh, how much is your movement?
35.
So you can carry him 37 and a half feet or 17 and a half feet.
Can I dash with him?
Yes, you can. That would what? 35,
35
70
feet.
feet? You can move him 35 feet. 5,
All right.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can drop him just before the elevator.
I'll hold on to him still and wait till next to him in the elevator.
Okay. With that,
What?
sweetie,
Can I increase
You
my speed
notice?
as a bonus?
people start walking back into the bar. And everyone kind of looks at each other like, what the hell? As people start walking back in.
But the suggestion, get out of the bar.
And they
It's
got
not
out.
working.
And they did, which fulfilled their orders and ended the suggestion early.
I guess it should have been stay out of the bar.
Yeah, it
Yes.
should have been. Fuck.
It should
I
have
was
been
reading
stay
back
out
there,
of
and
the
it was
bar.
like, I was reading it as like the suggestion should be worded in a manner to make
Very
it sound
specific
reasonable.
manner. As you
And
said,
then-
everyone out of the bar. They walked out of the bar, snapped back into reality, and went, well, that was weird, guys. Hey, what happened to that gnome guy we were talking to? And yeah.
Oh no. We're
Well-
trying, Roku. We're trying.
A lot of guys that
Kill him
just
faster. You don't have a wall of force, sweetie, do you?
No. I couldn't
Bitch.
telekinesis the doors shut though. Just held them shut.
That the one time that's what would have been useful for me.
next
That
up,
bubble Roku and the werewolf.
we have its turn as it is going to make its 2 claws and its bite. Claws are going to be a 27 and a 25. The bite's going to be a 22.
Yep.
So all of those hit. The claws are going to be, I rolled 2 different dice for that.
Do you have another use of that, sweetie?
14 piercing damage or slashing damage.
Okay.
24 piercing damage or slashing damage. And then for the bite, 9 piercing damage.
All right.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
21.
Okay. Roku, you're up.
How wounded does he look from my last round of attacks?
Roll a medicine check.
16?
Eh.
Not very. Is
Cut
that
him a
the
couple
answer?
times. The strikes with the scimitar are definitely noticeable. They carve sort of into his body where the rest of them sort of glance off.
All right, I'm gonna do it again. A 23, my first attack. A 21, and then offhand, a 9.
So 9, unfortunately, does not hit, but
Okay. Scimitar is 12 damage again. Then I'm gonna smite on one level 3, one level 2.
Let's hope this crowd just backs the fuck off again. We didn't want the rudeness for our boy Roku. He could be at level 13 after tonight. Or he could just be level 12 like the rest of us. Fourth level spells, even. I want to say.
That's 70. 78 because of aura. 78.
Yeah, he
Plus,
looks a little more hurt. You quickly slice into him across the face, which then became dripping out blood. And then as you stab into him with the hand blade, you can tell it's not looking good for him. As your divine nature definitely helps you take out something so infernal and cursed.
What up, bitch boy?
We are. He is going to.
Does it count as outside interference if he attacks someone other than Roku?
Roku, do you have immunity to fear?
I have Aura of Courage, which gives me immunity to fear, I believe.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
can check, though.
So we are back up to the top with Sweetie. The people have completed their task and walked back into the bar. Once again, jeopardizing the mission.
Jeopardizing the mission.
Ring back up in the sky. Guys, I need you to stay out of the bar until we come get you. And I'm casting Mass Suggestion again.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Wisdom saves from all the
Wisdom saves again from all the boys.
All the witches. Not the boys, we're the boys, they're the witches.
Okay.
Please be all below 17.
Please all be below 16.
16. Be 5. And below. Just be really shitty rolls. Like, take all the shitty rolls I would roll tonight and give them to Garrick right now.
Everyone at the exact same time says, "Sure, we'll meet you outside," in a weird chorus of voices that all sort of harmonize with one another as they there was several 15s that they got. There was also like 3 nat 1s in there. So
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I live alone.
Reminds me of the colony from Rick and Morty. That
the
that episode.
Unity, the hive mind.
Yeah, Unity.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And as they walk outside, you guys like see like, "Hey, you got a cigarette? I don't want to be waiting out here for too long." He's like, "Yeah, I got some cloves you could borrow, bro." And they all start like sitting outside and like, you know, it's not so bad we got booted out of the bar. You know, it's nice to get some fresh air. With that, it is going to be Hogar's turn.
I put this guy on the elevator. And there's buttons, right?
Yes, you just huck him into the elevator.
I pick up a piece of cheese and yeet it at the button for top floor.
Roll me you can roll
Attack roll?
Yes, of a thrown
Is this
weapon.
considered a ranged weapon with dexterity?
Yes, it is a ranged weapon. Yeah, sure. It's a boomerang, basically.
No, it's just cheese.
You just
that's a 24.
You
12,
nibble it
12.
into the shape of a dart.
Bye.
And then he gets deleted from the universe as he no longer exists.
Okay, good.
And you see this guy who's just standing there paralyzed, going, "Oh."
Well, is he still paralyzed? Because choose a humanoid that you can see within range, and then it's a concentration.
You
spell.
presume eventually he will get to the top floor and finally become unparalyzed, but he will not be around you when that happens.
Oh wait, it's an elevator. He won't be back for another 12 years anyway.
Yeah, he'll be a while.
That's everything taken care of. Roku, kick his ass.
With
I would
that,
say that, but
he is going to
might
use a legendary action after that.
I'm not inspiring him.
Claw attack 24.
Yep.
14 slashing damage. Roku, how are you looking?
About I got to do math, but I'm just below 50 hit points here.
He can't kill you without jeopardizing the mission. Probably. Maybe. Probably.
It is now his turn. 2 claws are going to be 23 and a 13.
Okay.
Can we exit the initiative so he doesn't get legendary actions?
No, 21 to hit for the bite.
Yeah.
There's 1 claw and a bite. Claw is going to be 17. Bite is going to be 13 and a con save.
Luigi, do you have any shields?
I don't think we can do that.
No, I mean giving him a shield.
Oh no.
I gave him a scimitar.
cut
That was all right.
26.
Could we heal
Okay.
him? And I
No.
hold up the rod.
Don't. Probably not.
This is a question. What is the bonus to your con save, Roku?
+8.
Okay.
4 for my aura, then 4 for my con.
I'm just wondering if it was statistically possible for you to fail. It is. So there's always a chance. With that, it is now up to you.
Okay. 2 attacks with the scimitar, and I'll see what I do with my bonus action here. A 21, and then 23.
Yep.
That's max scimitar damage with 12 for 16.
Okay.
And then 2 level 2 smites here.
If this weren't Roku's one fight, I'd totally be shooting this guy with silver arrows. I have like 5 of them. But oh well. This is Roku's battle to win.
Lose.
This is your battle to win.
53 smite, cold, etc. And then aura would be an extra 8 on top of that, so 61.
Unfortunately, he has not the strength to retain that. Roku, how do you want to do this?
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go, Roku.
When he goes for that bite attack, I want to dodge it, dip under it, and just stab him right through the bottom of the jaw.
Piercing all the way through the top of his head, making him look like a weird, fucked up unicorn.
Yeah.
You pull it out, the blood, and he hits the ground.
Dex Paladin, am I right, boys?
No.
No, you're wrong.
Dex Paladin.
Let's go.
So many ways you're wrong.
Hey, Snake Eyes is now in Fortnite, guys. Like
Yeah, I got that notification too. I don't care. I don't even play Fortnite, bro.
I don't play Fortnite, but why is Snake Eyes there?
I only play Fortnite.
Take me to your Xbox. So there is currently
Fortnite all day.
a bunch of people standing outside talking, as they are not allowed to enter the bar. One man is presumably no longer paralyzed, floating to the top floor in the elevator, and a large dead wolf carcass lies.
With a bunch of stuff, like a
Where's his
chain
crossbow?
crossbow.
I want that. I want to
Rick, I had 17 hit points at the end there.
That was close.
That was close.
Close
You
indeed.
I was gonna.
Buddy.
I was thinking about using the resurrection rod and just like healing him, but I didn't know if that counted as like helping.
That
That
definitely
is helping.
If you wouldn't have given me that Dex, the scimitar, I would have not won that fight.
Yeah, well, good thing Hogarth's smart.
Yep.
Get a monster hunter, so we know. Oh, werewolf, here, silver.
But yeah, at night at the Crimson Clover, you guys currently have the entire bar to yourself. There's no one here. It's eerily quiet.
I'm gonna walk over to the carcass and grab the crossbow.
I'm gonna loot the rest.
All right, roll an investigation check to try to pick off what is left of his body.
Left table.
Before I give the scimitar back, I want to cut off his leg. I want to get his femur bone.
Roll a survival check for me.
We're
We all had the same reaction to that. I'm glad.
17.
You come by with the scimitar and use it as a cleaver to just gnaw off the leg of this thing. Sweetie, what'd you get?
I got a natural 20. So,
well, you have all 5 of his platinum pieces that he was carrying, as well as the final paper that fills out the note that Rick was originally trying to send to you guys after you finish off the assassins. I don't know where it is. I could go find the final paper, but it doesn't matter because you guys have already claimed the reward for the.
And we
Okay.
also figured out
Thought so.
the message after the 4th one.
Yeah, it was easy to assume what it meant, but it especially has been. It said something about coming back to my house to claim more elemental prize, some personalized elemental prize or something.
Would you like me to read what we have just to, or doesn't matter? It
Sure, do it.
Yeah, I know. I kind of,
reading.
you know what I mean? I kind of want the closure to it. I wrote it all for a reason. You can finally fill in that final graph space, and it'll all feel so cozy.
It should be, if you are reading this, it means you have succeeded in killing your would-be assassins. Come find me and receive your personalized elemental staff.
Prize is what it was
Prize?
called.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's okay. There you go. That's what it was.
So we're just thinking just a hand cross but doesn't require reloading.
Yes. Also, it has it's non-magical, but like it kind of functions as a magic item. It has a charge, just like a once a day per day ability, where you can fire 3 shots in one go, just like really quick.
That's fucking awesome. That is so
And
awesome.
then
That's pretty cool.
if you roll a 20, natural or non-natural, it automatically fires another shot.
All right.
that is so
Oh,
cool.
You're writing
that-
this down.
So you just gave him a repeating crossbow.
Yeah. Now he's got like a
how
big
much
fucking one. It's
damage
just like
is a
harpoons.
hand crossbow? Is it the
I think
D6?
it's a D6.
Okay, yep, it's good. D6.
Okay,
but it
a D6,
requires
but if
it to be loaded ahead of time. It's like
We need to get like an over-the-shoulder harpoon launcher.
you guys do have
We need to
harpoon
get-
launchers to choose from.
What if I get above a 20?
Well, then it wouldn't count, and the natural 20 would. I guess it's
So
sort of like
natural 20 or
luck of
dirty
the bow, kind of.
What about a
Alright.
dirty 30?
Well, all
Would you
30
allow it?
all 30s are dirty.
Now, what if I roll an 18 plus 12, dirty 30? Is that fine?
No, I can roll a. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I mean, I could technically roll above a 30, but that's not what the point was.
Well,
Never mind.
yeah, I'm getting 8 without sharp shot. I get a 7 with a 13 with sharp shot. But hey, let's not worry about that.
Just
right now.
a theory.
Wait, 5 platinum
crossbow
pieces. Is that 50 gold or is that 500 gold?
That it's 50 gold pieces.
That's what I have on me. Should we let the people back in?
How big is this femur that I just cut off from this dude?
It is like the size of probably your torso. Like it's a pretty lengthy boy.
Weapon.
I will have you know, it's just the leg at the moment. You haven't cut the bone out specifically, so you have a big furry leg.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
Even better.
Hold it by the femur and then whack.
Use it like a club, you know, just carve off the bottom part. And
You just got kicked by the furry stick. Oh, so is he having to let the people back in the bar?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Wait, should we raid the bar first?
No, 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 no. No.
I'm gonna run back to the back of the bar and just grab like three bottles and just put them in the bag of holding.
Our fun does not mean you are not going to be fine.
Did somebody pick up his flaming sword?
No, no one did.
I would like to pick up his flaming sword as well as give Hogar his scimitar back.
Thank you. Sheep it.
The fire has gone out in the sword. It comes from a emanating red crystal in the hilt, and you notice that it is not any sword. It is in fact a rapier.
You can use Dex on that too, baby.
Means you can use Dex on that too.
Best believe I'm gonna use Dex after
If
that
you
fight.
want to be a Dex paladin for the rest of your life, now's the time.
No, you're 20.
Cord is like, you must use strength above all. He's like, actually, use Dex above all. It's like basically.
No.
Yeah, like slash.
The Dex builds.
Slash. I was taking a bath.
So, what do you guys do?
You're gonna get the people outside?
Oh boy.
You think we could fit the body in this bag?
No.
Probably take some things out of the bag. It was a little full last time.
Does Trusk have a bank?
I don't know. Roku, does
Trusk have a bank?
I'm looking at Rick. Like, I don't know how developed they are, but I'm assuming so, yes.
Roll a general wisdom check for me, please. Or roll a history, I suppose. It's more intelligence than wisdom.
Well, I would have gotten a 6, but instead I got a 2. So,
yeah, you don't know. You've carried all of your belongings on you all the time since you've been born.
When I take his body and skin him like a cloak.
That is actually a really good idea.
Because
awesome. I still got that cheap cloak from Bob's.
It was 2 gold pieces, similarly to the chair, I believe.
Well, we can take the body to the Croatoans. Coatoans, not Croatoans.
We can take the
this
skin
is
body there.
Roku, Vietnam accent.
This was my kill.
We can take a skin body there too.
The fates brought him to me.
Yeah, Roku, it goes without saying you have leveled up after this encounter.
I'm not gonna try and skin it in the bar.
I'll skin it later.
Because I would like to make a cloak out of it. Mm-hmm. So, sweetie, can we stuff it in the bag?
Will it fit in the bag?
I don't know.
We can certainly try.
You can give me my axe back. Maybe that'll make some room.
Well, shink, fall over after bringing out the axe. Just kind of like leave it like stuck in the floor.
What else you got in there?
Let's see. That was the maul axe. Well, if there does happen to be a Trusk bank, we can put our 15,000 gold in there.
We could put that back in Sarask as well.
But yeah, we only need to carry like a little bit at a time with us.
You mean the giant golden brick?
The 6 giant gold bricks? Yes.
Wait,
the 6 giant gold bricks.
Oh, we did do it like that, yeah.
Let's just shove this baby in there. And I help Sweetie shove the werewolf without a leg in there.
Sweetie, the other 2 have to hold the sides of the sack open as you jump on top of the carcass, slowly sinking it into the bag, as it is a bit of a problem to get in.
Is it making tearing sounds?
No, it's just hard to shove things in.
So don't force it.
Let's just not try and put more stuff in it for a while.
Whole ass werewolf. You can't really see
not
that.
Not a whole ass werewolf. A one-legged werewolf.
Yes, there's only one leg in it. It's not a whole ass one.
All right, we should let the people
does
back
it
in
have
the bar.
both cheeks? Does it has a whole
the
ass?
The ass is whole, but the legs are not.
Well, Roku, you did it.
Roku. Why did you take off its leg?
Well, I was gonna make a new axe handle out of this one.
Interesting. Bone?
Bone. My legendary kill, if you will.
I
Carry
guess
it with
so.
me.
Well,
We've-
aren't we
We've
getting
killed
something?
demons, and you think a werewolf is a legendary kill?
This was my kill.
Oh, I guess.
Did we leave a whole ass Steven's body in the bag too? Or that back at Sarath?
To my
don't-
knowledge, you guys have left it on the factory
Yeah.
floor.
It's just kind of chilling there.
I know I took the snake head and used it as and it's on my belt right now.
Right now, the only
Nice,
body
good
in
man.
this bag is a werewolf.
Besides that one rolled up a lift that you put in there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, he's in there. Fuck, I forgot
Well,
about him.
let's go let the people back in.
I mean, they can hang out there for a little bit. Got free.
They will stay outside for the next 24 hours if nobody comes get them.
I'll go outside. Hey guys,
You see out there, every single person is sobbing. Gruck. I always had problems with my father as well. It's just, I'm so glad you can share that information with us. You know, the pain just might be from me carrying this platter like this for the last 15 minutes. It's also in my heart. Because you just share that information with us. All right, everybody, quit your crying. I think we need to give Glock a group hug. What do you think? And everyone, yeah, come on in. Ah. And this is where you walk outside to.
Oh, maybe they can stay out here. I think that formed a therapy group.
guys, you can come back in now.
The game just passed.
They're all just hugging and the fuck are we doing out here? It's cold as shite. They all immediately start to like walk past. People like kind of like shove you as they walk past, like, get out of my way, little one.
Well, okay, I was thinking about getting you guys all free booze, but okay, I guess not.
Yeah, everyone kind of walks past, and then suddenly the guy in the back with like the red hair, he's like, the free booze?
The opportunity has passed.
Ah, you're useless anyway, little one. He is looking down on you, but not by much. So he's sort of like disgusting, and he walks past it into the room by himself.
So are we gonna go up to the 4-7 for a bed?
Definitely. This is not tavern music
It's a
in
party.
the slightest.
All right. Go to the
You
elevator,
guys
push
have hit the call button and you went outside and brought the people in, and eventually it ding. Well, why'd you have to shove me in the elevator?
so you wouldn't get hurt.
Well, frankly, I would have liked to watch. You shattered me pipe on the floor as well.
Yeah, what was the
I'm just like holding a femur or a leg, actually, not a femur.
That pipe was forged in the outer lands. I hope you can pay for that.
How much was it?
10 gold pieces.
I
A
give
week's
him
wage.
I give him 2 platinum pieces.
This'll work. He sort of stumbles out, kicks the broken glass of his belongings on the floor, and then walks back up the bar. You start to
shit.
rise up.
7?
Ching. You see another similarly, sort of semi-formal, dressy woman sitting behind a desk, sort of reception. Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a room for 3.
What kind of room would you like to have tonight? Are we discussing a sort of a low end, medium, or high end?
High end.
Yes, of course. That'll be you see, that's going to be 4 gold pieces for each of you for high end.
Is that it?
I just slap up 12 pieces.
And would you like the women to join you as well?
Oh, thank you.
No.
No,
What
no.
type of women?
We have 9 trained orcish dancers that would accompany you as well. Although it is to be assumed you will tip them at the end of the night as well. So it ultimately your bill will come out to more.
Okay.
Nah.
Are you sure? Because it kind of seemed like you wanted to for a second there.
Maybe some other time.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Your room. Sorry, 3 separate rooms, 2 rooms.
Oh, if we can get
Do you have a
separate
room
rooms,
with
that'd be
3
great.
beds? Oh,
We have
Separate.
we have 2 beds in a room, connecting with other 2 beds. So one of you will have to. Well, I mean, one of you will have to sleep. Are we getting 3? 2 rooms? 2 rooms? 3?
2 rooms. And yeah, two rooms.
Your rooms are 13 and 14. Ching, and she slams the keys up on the table. Thank you. You can order room service by coming out here as well. Thank you for joining us, the Crimson Clover.
Thank you. And I grab key 13 and I dash off.
I grabbed 14 and dash.
Well, I walked to 13 and 14.
Mm-hmm. You walk up to the 2 doors right next to each other as they conjoin through the walls. The other 2 of them have quickly locked them behind them.
I'm not
I'm gonna pound on the wall. You get Hogar.
Can I cast? I want to open the door. Like,
you
so
open the door. You have that little like latch thing in. And you open it and you just like to glance out at Hogar.
No, to glance at Roku. Not to Hogar, to Roku.
Yes, there's a conjoining room. You guys each have like doors that make up the wall. So both of you have to open the doors in order for you to like walk through.
Hey,
Is there a window near me?
No, there are no windows, unfortunately. There are other rooms down the hallway for you to look around at. Other than that, there's not much.
One second.
What for these 2 to celebrate differences?
1 second. Is it a creature? You can. Roku. Can you open the door quick?
I'm gonna open the door quick.
I'll look at him. I'm pretty sure you are the one who called dibs on Roku, and the red ring is going to glow. Casting modify memory.
Dibs on Roku.
What's my save, or what do I have to roll?
There's a wisdom save.
It's wisdom.
Dibs on himself?
You might have messed up a little bit there, but you can.
Yeah, but
I get the gist.
I'm pretty sure you got.
We'll see what happens to his memory after the spell is cast, anyways.
10?
17. You called dibs on him.
Roku, you're like, huh? Your eyes start leaking out this red energy as you become like suspended in the air. And you sink, your head just boom, connects against the ring. Sweetie, you have the ring right up against his head, and you just get this projected Roku's memories of the last 24 hours from his perspective. And you're like, and you see like the little, each frame by frame, and you like see yourself through his eyes, and you're like,
Do I really look like that?
so yeah.
Is my hair that terrible?
And after I just kind of like go through and just like place in the little sprinkles of I'll take Hogar. When I let go, just so you locked Hogar out of your room. You should probably let him in if he's going to stay with you. As I close his door and close my door.
Roku, you're like, oh shit, what was I thinking?
Sorry, Hogar, I didn't mean to be an ass.
It's all right. I'm someone sorry about being an ass.
And with that, deep down, you can never trust Sweetie completely because he could have manipulated your memories.
To be honest, I could have manipulated everything. This entire dreamscape could all just be Sweetie manipulated.
That's a
fucking with your
horrifying
mind.
thought.
Yeah. It's like WandaVision, man. She's all just fucking manipulating it as she goes along. You're slaves along for the ride, man.
I modify memory, 9th level. I can do it anytime within the creature's past.
He can
just their
change
entire
your
life.
fucking life in an instant. He can become your dad. He can your memories. He is your dad forever, and you just accept that.
But he's like a year older than you. Wow,
Yeah.
this is some weird shit.
How
Weird.
would that work? Like, if I know he's like, it's that ridiculous.
No, he's like he would be your father. There's just no, and you would venture now with
Yeah.
your father. Like that's just the thing you make up. You're like, yeah, we do
Daddy.
that together.
And
You'd
Corin's
still
some
be a
weird
demigod
uncle.
though, so she got that going for you.
Corin just becomes some weird uncle.
So, with that, you guys sort of bed down for the evening in very rather elegant rooms. You guys have like a bowl of like assorted nuts on your nightstand. And yeah, and you also have a weird sort of device with little dials and a spout. And when you turn the dial, water pours out of the spout and into this basin and drains.
What the fuck?
Bro, what?
What is this shit?
Wait, is this a sink or is this a bathtub?
Yes, this is a sink.
Get a load of this shit.
Is there a bigger one for like a bathtub?
Yeah, it also each room like before on the other side of the door conjoining is a smaller room with a big sink in it meant to fit a person.
No one's in my room. None of my clothes are gonna be on, and I'm gonna be in this big sink.
You sit there in the hot water. You keep kind of going back to like, should I get one of those girls in here? Should I get
It's a
2 of
tempting
those
thought.
girls in here?
4 of those girls in here? All 8 of those girls?
And in the other room,
Fine.
the
No.
direct opposite, as there's just silence between the 2 men sitting in their beds, fully clothed, just staring at the ceiling.
Do
I
we
thought you were
also
gonna
have
say
a
they're
big
in the
soaking
bathtub.
tub?
You do also have a tub, yes.
I'm gonna go to the soaking tub. I need a bath. I haven't taken a bath in like 3 months.
You have, I don't, probably never taken a bath. Like Trusk used to have bathhouses, but there was always people there, you know, sort of tending to the water and stuff. This is the first time you've seen Trusk getting plumbing. Something big projects must be happening here in Trusk.
Lord King knows what he's doing.
So there, unbeknownst to both of them, about 5 feet apart, there are men in the bathtub at the exact same time. Roku, if you would use your X-ray vision right now, you'd be staring straight at Sweetie through the walls.
I mean, the weirdest thing he's seen.
That's true.
Not even close.
So yeah, you guys kind of soak in this hot water, which is fucking insanity. What else? Is there anything else you like to do? There's also a small desk stationary where you can write stuff. Like there's also like notes you can send and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anything else you guys want to do?
I mean, the only thing I really want to do is like after my bath. No, during my bath. Fuck it. I'm just gonna be sitting there soaking, and then like reach over the side because like then like just all my I just like threw all my stuff on the floor, hopped in this tub, and then just turned it on. Just like reaching over the ledge, and then just grab the purple tentacle rod. Not okay. This sounds really bad.
I see where this is
I'm
going.
gonna grab the circle.
I've seen this one before.
I've seen this one.
And I want to observe it and try and like not
Yeah,
fuck
sure.
it. Fuck it. I'm gonna
No,
I'm
no,
gonna-
fuck it.
no, I'm not gonna fuck it. I'm gonna unattune from the resurrection rod just for now, and I want to attune to this tentacle rod.
Okay. This
Some
tentacle rod
fun.
is a drow weapon at heart, but it has weird eldritch qualities to it. You can just sort of feel the disgusting writhing tentacles and what it is, in reality. Like it doesn't matter if it's a magical item, there are also tentacles writhing at the end of this stick. You can use an action to direct there are 3 tentacles on it, and you can use your action to direct a tentacle at a creature you can see within 15 feet. And then you can make a melee attack roll with a +9 bonus. On a hit, it deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage. And if you hit with all 3 tentacles, they must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature's speed is halved. It has disadvantage on dex saves and can't use reactions for 1 minute. And also, on its turns, it must either take an action or a bonus action and not both. And yeah, it can repeat the saving throws at the end of its turn.
Okay. Obviously I didn't catch all that. Is that on like an actual like PDF I can look up to write all of it down? Or?
It is in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Okay.
You just have to go to the Magic.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I'll have a page for you in a second.
Well, I can just like look it up and then.
Tentacle Rod is on page 208 of the Dungeon Master's Guide. So there you go. Is there anything else you guys like to do tonight?
After I get done soaking in my bath,
Mhm.
I'm going to go take some of that parchment and pen. I'm going to write a letter.
Really? Too?
Ew. That's a lot worse than a picture.
Not addressed to anybody, and then I'll write it out and I'll send it to you later.
After Roku gets out of the bath,
Oh, you're keeping it secret?
No, I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't know what it says yet.
Are you telling me who it's from?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So, Roku, or sort of as Roku leaves, you sort of see him sit down at this desk or whatever, Hogar, but he's obviously being very private. And just as you're going to get in the bath, you guys hear on the door.
Does it have people?
Yeah, presumably from people.
Does it have a people?
Oh, I thought you said, is there people? It's like, yes. Yeah, it is the same receptionist woman from earlier, and she seems to be holding something in a small, sort of padded box.
I open the door, yes.
Hi, would you like, for 2 extra gold pieces a night, a viewing stone? And it is one of those stones that are made out of the Jaud crystals, and they open up and display video. That
Roku, you want a viewing stone?
I'm going to finish up my letter, tuck it in my pocket. I'm going to go hand her 2 gold and take it.
All right, thank you. Very easy to set up. Please return it in its original packaging when you give it back, when you wake up tomorrow and check out. She hands it to you. Sweetie, you hear a knock on the door, and you're like, huh? As the tentacles are like, and you're in the bath.
Something isn't weird at all.
Am I attuned to this thing yet?
Yes.
Is the door within 15 feet of me?
Yeah. It's around a corner. You can whip it.
Doorknob. And I'm just gonna like swing it out.
Hello?
Yeah, what is it?
I was coming by to see if you wanted a viewing stone, so you could watch things before you go to sleep tonight. Your people next door, they bought one.
How much?
Two gold pieces.
The other 2 tentacles. Just like the 2 gold on 1 tentacle, and then the other 2 tentacles are going to fly out. One
You hear, and she jumps backwards as they whip around the corner.
Yeah, because that's not.
I'll leave it at the door. And you can hear her peel off from the tentacles.
And I just kind of like, I don't know where this viewing stone is, so can I still grab it with the tentacles, or like just like have the tentacles just feel around?
Yeah, it's sort of just like, and it pulls in this
Just
small
drag it away.
box with it sort of padded in this packaging.
And yeah, just set it on the side of my big sink, and then just
Okay.
take it out of the
So
box. Yep.
first of all, as Hogar is at Hogar, after you get out of the bath and after Roku has written his note, the two of you sort of like set up the viewing stone, and as you sort of put the stone on the table, it's sort of creased on the outside. It looks like sort of a rough rock, but as it has two panels, so you can slide open, and this magical energy displays like a projector. But it has a small dial on the front where you can adjust it like a radio frequency, except it changes channels. What would you guys like to watch on your viewing stone?
The news? Like if there's a current events program, I'd like to know what the fuck's going on.
Someone destroyed the statue of corn at the corn temple.
That shit.
It's just like channels of different just things. There's just, for the first time in your life, you're displaying information in front of your eyes. This media is like playing, and you're like, oh, just extreme Tuscan wrestling. Goliath girls in the mood. Might have to save that one for later. And then eventually you sort of scooch it enough that you get to a sort of graphic that is just that displays a picture of on a map of the continent of Trusk itself. Just dun, 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 dun. Greetings, I am Agarim Zeverblash, and this is my co-anchor. Thank you, I am Flane Samarima. Today, a fire reported outside the fields. More of it at 8. And then she looks over to her co-anchor. And also tonight, a carriage crash claiming the lives of 4. We will get back to you after these messages. And it's sort of
Dead people.
comes out.
Carriage crash.
In a carriage crash. That sounds insane.
Carriage crashes are beautiful are brutal. I didn't mean to say beautiful.
She is that from the TPK?
There was 3 dead. 4
4
dead.
Is this just really
One
old
dead.
news? Is the news outdated or?
Yeah,
Or
it's
was there
just
another
getting to them.
carriage crash?
They're just getting it from across the continent.
To be fair, this is medieval times, and it was
That's
a
fair.
noble did die, so we give credit. 2 nobles died.
Sweetie, what would you like to watch on your viewing stone in the tub?
I'm a get out of the tub, just kind of like pat myself off with a towel that I assume is there. And then go up. Viewing stone in one hand, tentacle rod in the other. Place it on the front.
Wink, wink,
Front,
nudge, tickle, tickle.
Thing, and just kind of go through channels until I find one that's very appealing.
Rumpus Ring highlights. You just see the graphic, the logo for the channel. It's just Roku holding Joshua's head as he has the bloody knife in the other hand, and you're like, oh, Jesus, like we need to see this again. You scroll through and you see like, I'm telling you, with the Ja'ud crystals infused in this new set of knives, which you can call the number on screen, you can have a set of new ornate teak wood knives imported strictly from Trusk. Look at these, and it's like this very infomercial type. You scroll through once again, and I pray with all of you to the Lord Pelor.
Hey, Lord, we're getting really far out there.
Goliath curls in the mood.
He's into that.
I go like sit down on the bed, just
With a tentacle
Ah, my-
rod.
hey, front desk lady, I would like some of those girls in room 13, please.
Who are you? How did you get in my... Oh no. Are you the man with the tentacles? Okay. What kind of women would you like?
Goliath girls.
And
This means not that much of a reason to it.
Just-
Oh wait, no, he is.
sending one more time. I only need 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4, I guess. All of them?
Coming right up. You guys are just...
And he has tentacles.
It appears several months ago, a carriage crash exporting prisoners to Skotua claimed the lives of a noble from Titran. If the reports are coming in correct, this could be big news between the events of, well, frankly, as we all know, Con V and Titran don't always get along. That they haven't.
Oh
This
no,
terrible
dog.
crash resulted in 4 fatalities, unknown on the rest, and we are not sure if any of the slave drivers themselves were taken in this massacre. News travels rather slow. I believe the story is 3 months old. Back to you.
One of the dead was the slave. Was one of the slavers.
And now, sports. Dun, 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 dun. The whole new graphic
God.
plays.
My God, those must be Nikolai spreads. Maybe, possibly.
Will you continue watching the sports stats?
No, something else interesting.
There's more infomercials like you see. There's Goliath women in the mood. This sensual music starts to play, and you realize it's in sync with the noise coming from Sweetie's room.
Please change it.
That sly dog.
What is
And,
over there?
Then you turn to what looks to be what you would know now as a sitcom. It looks to be just sort of like kind of grainy, not very high quality footage, but it's like from one camera angle viewing like a set that is obviously 3 walls built up, and it's a family of orcs, and you see there's a very stereotypical dad figure. He's got a corncob pipe, and he's got this red sort of like sweater vest with a tie on underneath, and he's, "Now, son, how did you ask Stacy to the dance?" And you look over towards this smaller orc, and he's got one of those rainbow hats with a little propeller on the top. "Well, golly geez, Dad, I choke slammed her into the ground." And you hear a studio audience canned laugh. "Now, son." And then it fades to black as more commercials start to play.
Commercials.
Yeah, even
we got
the
here?
fantasy world is plagued with advertisements. As you don't really know what's happening, but you know that if given the opportunity, you would waste your entire life sitting in front of this fucking crystal staring at nothingness. Roku, Hogar, you get a knock on the door. As you look out the people this time, it is 9 women wearing loose-fitting silk sleepwear.
I knock on Sweetie's door.
Come in. He's paying.
Do you open the door for them?
I knock on Sweetie's door.
I open the door and only show my head because I'm not
You're
wearing
naked.
clothes.
Yeah.
I think you called your ladies to the wrong room.
I go back to look at the key to my room. Am I in room 13 or 14?
You are. It seems they got confused.
Oh. I called them to room 13.
Okay, I'll just tell you the misunderstanding.
And
I
go
Roku,
lay back
Hogar,
down, I
you
guess.
guys realize now that Sweetie called 9 women to his room.
9 women? Jesus Christ.
Hogar, you open the door. Hi, sweetie.
It's next door.
Oh, sorry to disturb you. And they sort of start to walk over, and then a very, very beefy half-orc woman sort of like looks in at Roku and goes, "Are you sure they're next door?"
Sweetie is next door. I don't know if Roku wants any company tonight. You, Roku?
No thanks.
Okay, I didn't want to jump out the window.
I loved you in the rumpus ring, by the way. And she walks out of the right way of the doorway.
You know,
And goes the whip.
Oh no! Are you laying on the bed?
Yeah.
So there, an unclothed sweetie.
Wrinkles. Why do I imagine so many wrinkles?
Hi, we were just coming. Okay, ladies, and look, sweetie,
it's that kind of party.
because 8 other women walk into the room and just okay. Sweetie, roll me just a general charisma check. D20, add your charisma modifier.
Oh,
Let's see how far you can go on sheer confidence.
Roku, why did you
Where'd
get
my
all
D20 go? I don't know where D20
all the
goes.
praise for the Joshua weapon? I shot him more times than you hit him.
Cut off his
Okay.
head.
Well, yeah, you killed him. I shot him more times.
You said sheer charisma?
Yeah.
Or wait, charisma? That's going to be a 16.
All right. So this front lady walks up, and you can't really tell what race she is. She has pointy ears, but her skin is kind of grayish, and all that just reminds you of Enigma even further. But you sort of push those thoughts out of your head. And she comes and like sits down. Come on in, and these just 8 other women pour in. This half orcs, and you think one is red skinned and it looks a little goblinoid, but in like the hobgoblin sort of way. One looks straight up green, which would be like the more goblin type, but she's kind of eyeing you and is like, you know what? It could have been worse, you know? And you now have 9 women sitting on the outside of this bed. The tentacle rod sort of goes back into its place.
Fade to black. Fade to black.
The black question
so
mark?
you paid for the viewing orb tonight. What do we have on?
You know, if he gets louder with it, I have a spell I can just turn that off for us.
It's appreciated.
What are you
You
gonna?
won't be able to talk at all either.
Are you gonna keep that on the whole time, or?
You can turn it off if it's bothering you.
And suddenly, in this moment, I'd like to cut over to the other room as you guys hear, just very slowly, the noise of get louder and louder as it starts to deafen anything that comes from the other room.
I'm gonna walk back out. Can I go back to the front desk?
Yes. You walk out sort of like in your regular attire because you just took a bath, so you're like very out of place, very awkward walking.
Not in your armor.
Can I get as far away from room 13 as possible?
Look, the farthest one away is reserved for the champions of the Rumpus Ring. But there's none going on tonight, so here, just take it. Get you and your friend out of there. And don't ever look back.
Oh my god.
I am so sorry, but you can't get me to go back into that room.
You're a saint.
I'm sorry for my friend put me through. Here, have some
Please be gold and not cheese.
I'm gonna give her a 10 gold tip.
She looks at it. This is why I do it.
Deal with it.
Why I do it.
What's your favorite
You
kind
know
of
what?
cheese?
Hogar, roll a persuasion check for me.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
Hogar is
13.
Well, you want to know what? I haven't eaten at all today, so you know what? I appreciate it.
All right, here's have some. This is some partially magical cheese. It will fill you up for the day.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Well, I feel full.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much. Now I don't feel so bad about giving you the championship suite. You all have fun now. You hear? Okay. Hey,
All right.
room service on me if you still want it.
I think I'll be good for the night.
And with that, you walk over back to your room, and you guys remember the championship suite. There is various female objects. There's hair ties and like sort of like makeup containers.
Other female objects?
You not that kind as
Good.
this is where the dancers reside on this couch that is laying in front of you. I'm assuming you guys took the viewing stone with you as you left.
Yes,
And
all
there's
stuff.
like a shelf dedicated for it at the front of the room, and there's also 6 other like side dormitory rooms to sleep in as well, as this is like a big suite.
Well, good night, and I'm gonna
Good night.
to the championship bed because I won my championship fight tonight.
And it is a large circular bed, you recall, as you sink into it further, as it was originally made for Mongo the Exterminator, a very, very large person, but fits you just fine. Is that it for you guys for tonight? Is that all you want to do?
Yep, that's got me covered.
Sweetie, is there anything else you would like to share that you were doing tonight?
No, I have to agree with Tom's statement and say that's got me covered.
Literally covered.
You guys all wake up the next morning, and some of you are a bit more worse for wear than others. Sweetie, the way you wake up, you're like, huh? And like your hair's like sticking out this direction, and it's like matted over here and curled over here. And you look, and there's currently just there's like currently scattered bits of clothing laying around the room. The viewing stone is like playing some random like station that has like music, there's literally just some dude sitting there just playing on a very like fine like violin, as it must have gotten bumped, or like this is what the porn stations play when no one wants to watch porn at 9 a.m. But there is a letter folded up and signed with a kiss on your nightstand.
Wait, am I alone in the room now?
You are currently alone in the room, yeah.
Are they in the championship suite?
I'll get to you in a second.
Pick up the letter.
Hi, sweetie. I had a wonderful time last night, but I couldn't help myself from getting jealous. You see, a goblin girl like me isn't wanted much around here. But you made me feel, well, ... nice. I was hoping you'd come see me again soon. Cindy.
Oh, her name's Cindy.
Fold. I go to put it in my pocket and then realize I'm not wearing pockets at all.
You put it under your boob. Okay. Hogar, Roku, you guys both wake up as well on opposite ends of the suite, as far apart as you were from each other. A direct contrast to your previous room.
Is anyone? I hear anyone outside the door?
Yes, you hear general stirring out in the common room.
Is there a window near me?
No, they don't have like windows out. There's windows like outside. Yeah.
Can I sneakily open the door?
The door.
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand check.
19.
You very carefully peek out. You see a group of women, some of which are just asleep on each other on the couch. You see one of them, or two of them, are sort of sitting there in the kitchenette area, drinking glasses of water. Like, "Oh, I swear I'm dehydrated. Oh." You see one woman has an ice pack on her head. She's like, I was not expecting that last night. Oh. And then you see one goblin woman sort of sitting very casually staring off into space, looking a lot happier than the rest of them.
Bonus action, turn invisible, and just dip out of there.
You open the door and did you guys hear something?
Leaving me alone.
Roku. You wake up.
Guy. He can take care of himself. I'm socially awkward and weird.
I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna go get breakfast without saying a word. Just gonna give him the casual nod.
Hello? Nod. They start walking out. Who are you?
You guys were making a lot of noise last night, so the front desk lady gave us a suite.
We're making a lot of. Oh, were you in room? I remember you. And then suddenly, you see one girl slap another, and another girl slap another, until it like sort of tandem. They hit this girl on the couch and. Oh, sort of like just her hair because it's like so matted down. And hi, I'm Glycinda. Nice to see you.
Roku, and I'm gonna extend a hand to her in her slobbered state.
And she sort of gives you this. I don't know if you've ever given a weak ass handshake. She sort of extends her hand like this, and you go out to grab it. So it's like this awkward, just like. Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours. You can see this orc woman is a very grisly, tough woman.
Yeah, thanks. I'm assuming you were at the Rumpus Ring.
I've watched it a lot. I was really inspired.
By me cutting off his head.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. It was just really strong. Do you want maybe to like get out of here? We can go get breakfast, like just the two of us, maybe.
I'm gonna politely decline.
Oh, that's fine. Maybe like a drink or something sometime when you're around.
Yeah, some other time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Like you're busy, right? Like you got stuff going on.
Is there food in here?
There is. Would you like to decline her offer for breakfast and make yourself breakfast in the room?
That is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god.
Oh, Roku.
The next 10 minutes are insanely awkward as you decline this woman's offer for breakfast. Walk over to the cupboard. Excuse me. As there are several women standing in front of your way. You open, you get eggs. You make the longest breakfast of your life as you make eggs and bacon and fry them up and then sit there, eat, kick your feet up on the table. They're all like looking at you like, as you're staring at the viewing stone in front of you, as you're seeing the orcish comedy you saw last night, and you see the episode. Now, son, how did you ask her to the school dance? And you're like, oh, I've seen this one before. As you slowly start to eat eggs. Eventually, you wake up and walk outside. Eventually, and as soon as you shut the door, oh my God! Did you? And then you just hear the voices start gossiping about you.
Yeah. Saw that one coming. Last night I wanted to attune to this sword. If I could have, I want to find out what it does.
Which sword?
The flaming sword.
Oh, the flaming sword is a rapier. Its added benefits are just it bonus action to activate 3 charges a day. It extends bright light out for a 40-foot radius and dim light for another 40 feet, and you deal an extra 2d6 fire damage to your attacks. It's pretty
good.
Yeah, pretty just run of the mill, nothing crazy magic item. It's called Flame Tongue in the DMG. If you would like to.
About the purple ring, what does that do?
The purple ring is
It's a laser beam.
Yes, it is a laser beam, which basically functions as an Eldritch Blast. It's 1d10 range damage, and if you make an unarmed strike, it also deals a 1d10 radiant damage as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune to that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That sounds.
I
pretty
would
nice.
like to warn you though. If you are using your arm blades, that's different. You have to be making a punching attack for it to deal that extra damage.
Yeah, but it's like it does do the punch damage an extra D10 then?
Yeah.
Or is it a D10 for the damage?
Yeah, it does like an extra D10.
Is it extra additional to the punch or just D10?
Your punch is a D10.
Okay. Yep.
So I think the arm blades are a D8.
Mm-hmm.
So this would make them a D10, but radiant as well. Which overcomes weaknesses more than non-magical piercing, you'd assume.
That is what I'm gonna wield for now.
Okay. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, and then when it is even like a charge up punch, you can add your strength modifier to it, or dexterity. It's actually a count. It's a finesse kind of. It's a weird magical blast, but yeah, cool.
Red.
All right, sweetie. Eventually, you leave the room, right?
Yeah.
Do you keep the letter?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put clothes on.
You put clothes on.
Yeah.
All right, you guys walk outside. And I'm assuming you take your keys back to the woman at the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as soon as she sees you guys coming, she like kind of smirks and she sees Sweetie and she looks back down at her desk. Rooms 1 and 14. Thank you so much for coming. Please come again.
Wait, wasn't I supposed to tip the?
Did you not tip them?
Sweetie.
Well, they just kind of left. I don't know where they went.
They're in the master suite.
She puts the first room key back up.
I had to sneak out of there, sweetie.
They're still in the first room. If you would like to go, give them gratitude.
Here, I just like take out like I have 195 spare gold. Just like I just put 15, 8 stacks of 15 gold.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 8 stacks of 15 gold, and then a stack of 20 gold. Give them the money, and then the 20 go to the little one.
Are you sure you don't want to give it to them yourself?
You should give it to them yourself, sweetie.
Actually,
It's a
yeah,
better
I'd like
gesture.
to see that actually.
You have to relive your shame, unfortunately.
Relive it. Just kind of grab gold. Just kind of throw it all in the bag, I guess. I'll be right back. I
You
take.
swipe the first room key, and you just shakily, like, you can hear all them talking and discussing in the room, and you just
What's good for breakfast around here?
just like looks around the corner curiously as to all the women. And as the door opens, you sort of like make your presence known, and they all look over. Oh my God, good morning. How are everyone's like, oh, good to see you. The three of them are still so wiped out on the couch. It's been a rough morning.
Yeah.
I met Roku. He travels with you guys.
Oh, how'd that go?
He's pretty cool. He's pretty gnarly.
He is pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to pay you guys.
That's
I thought that
fine. Honestly, it was fine for us. I mean, besides the fact Robin has to ice pack her head this morning. Oh my God, they all started laughing. Like, that was a crazy little maneuver, but thank you so much, sweetie. The goal is just thank you. It's so nice of you.
Well, here
And
I'm gonna leave.
you look
just
as
because
the goblin woman is sort of sitting behind the table, like a little like shy.
I'm just gonna now that I'm actually talking to them, and I'm just like, oh well, they don't even want gold. I'm gonna instead of giving them all 15 plus the 20, just take like 90 gold out. Put it on like the table. Just here's 90.
90. How much is that for all of us? Like 5 gold? Like
10 per.
That is insane.
It was a wonderful time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The goblin woman stands up from behind the table. Hey, sweetie. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Cindy.
Never mind. I'm not gonna do this. Nah, yes, I am. Are you gonna be back in town anytime soon?
Anytime soon. I mean, I come back here relatively often.
Well, I was just thinking, like I'm around here.
I mean, we have our own place, Sarask, that we're trying to build up. If any of you guys want to move over there sometime.
Pyramid.
I'm sorry, you're inviting me over across the continent to a weird, strange place with a pyramid where a cult previously was.
Wait, is this saying to me?
Yeah, just generally, people sort of like spout that out.
Well, there's no longer a cult there. We're trying to make it into like a city where everyone.
Well, I think
can
that
get along
sounds.
with everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that this place we're trying
Were you
to make,
like done talk? Sorry. Go ahead.
we're God damn it. We're making this place so all the towns can like come together and like not hate each other.
You know, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like getting along.
Myself.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's pretty cool.
But like, if you're ever in Trusk, you should come by.
Definitely. I have to go raid the element plane of air. I'll catch you guys later.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Here. I know you got the letter I wrote for you this morning, but and she sort of like gives you an envelope that has been sealed.
Oh, thank you. I just kind of hold on to it, just in my hands, not like put it away or anything.
You don't open that like now, like open it on like by yourself.
Okay, I will.
See you later. See you later.
I return the very awkward.
You guys like don't know what to hug. Yeah. So
Well,
No,
it
like
was a
you.
lovely
Oh,
night.
did I interrupt you? No,
I'm
wait,
just gonna
you
go.
wanna? Did you? Yeah, you can go.
It was
Oh,
lovely.
catch you
night,
on the flip
ladies.
side. I don't say that.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
and
I'll
I
just see.
opened the
He just walk out from this horrific interaction. I wanted the woman attracted to Sweetie to be the least charismatic person on the planet as
So,
well.
Yeah.
while all that was happening,
Mhm.
so what's good for breakfast around here?
I already ate.
And she kind of looks at you. Oh, well, you can just go downstairs and get something. I can put in an order and like use like on the house. Like you guys won't have to pay for it if you don't want.
I'll pay for it. I have
No,
money.
you guys
for
were so
sure.
nice. I mean, some of you guys were so nice last night. That I just, don't worry
It's
about
all right. We'll pay for it.
Would you like to get breakfast with us?
it. I mean, I would. I just have to. I guess I have to stay here.
We can get food, room service needed up here.
I guess that's true. What do you guys want? And she starts to like take out a notepad.
The same thing I just ate and needed again.
Eggs and bacon.
Yeah, eggs and bacon sounds pretty good.
She looked up. Didn't you say you already ate?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cheese is good for on the road travel, but when not on the road, it's gonna be a real meal.
I get that. Yeah, sure. I actually cheese when I'm with my kids, they really like that.
I like cheese too.
Yeah.
I have an infinite supply of it after all.
Is that true or are you like making that up?
I don't know.
That's really weird. So listen, I was gonna ask something last night. And she, by the way, she like sends off your order and gets ready for it to like be made and stuff. I was gonna ask you guys something last night, and I didn't want you to think I was rude. Why are you covered in blood, and why are you carrying a hairy leg?
We're not covered in blood anymore. We fought a werewolf downstairs.
Are you saying there was a werewolf in this building?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a
But we
huge
made sure
thing.
everyone was safe and we slew it.
Why? How?
Good question.
Honestly, half the things that happen to us, I have no idea what's happening.
That is insanity.
Ever.
Good thing we had silver weapons on hand.
I'm always like I'm like it might be stupid, but like this is like just my day job, Like I want to be a writer. Can I can you like guys like give me like an adventure or something? Maybe I could like write you up like a dramatic, sort of reenactment of it or something. Give me like some ideas, or like is that like do you guys not want me to?
I think we can do that.
Like I could document your travels, Like I could like write you guys like into folk heroes or something.
What story to tell is the question.
Slaying of my first sea witch.
I'll get my notepad, and she sits there and goes, "Okay, sea witch, tell me everything."
Oh, that was a good one. I have my notes on that monster.
You have notes on it already? You have them collect. Can you show me right now, please?
Oh, yeah. I show her my notes, which are more extensive than Jared's notes, because Jared's not a monster hunter, but Hogar is.
Yeah.
But Jared's notes are the basics of Hogar's. Hogar has little sketches in there too.
Wow, these are some of the most detailed things I've ever seen. See, the woman tried to choke you with her hair. She was like alive. That is insane.
Well, she cried out as if she was a woman in distress, and me being stupid, I jumped in and tried to save her.
Oh, and what did she?
There weren't any boats nearby, so it should have been obvious she was unnatural to some degree.
Well, I was a fresh adventurer at this point, so I didn't know.
So yeah, where did you come from? And she just sits there and begins to like ask you progressively like more questions, more elaborations, back and forth. Eventually, Sweetie comes out and joins you guys. She refuses to make eye contact. And like it keeps going back. Yeah, you know, like I really appreciate these notes, Hogar and Roku. These stories have been so great. Like I'm actually like a single mom right now, and I have 2 kids, and like they just love when I tell them like bedtime stories. So I'm gonna tell them everything about this tonight, and I'm sure they'll love it. And when I tell them,
You guys made sure
who's
to
it from?
include me in those stories, right?
I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm actually like this might be crazy, but like I have like I'm an orc, right? Like I shouldn't be like I'm not like I'm pretty intelligent, but like I shouldn't, you know, that's not my thing. But I'm an orc, and my son is actually he's a half elf. I actually had kids with an elf, and my daughter is actually a half orc.
Homer's drinking something that a slight spit take.
I don't know. It's really weird. Like like I just kind of see you guys and like.
Oh, same. I'm a half elf, half orc.
What? You don't even have any tusks.
I do. See.
Oh my, that is crazy. I had no idea. I dated an orc for a while, and I just got out of it. It's a pretty bad relationship, and so I'm kind of staying away from them at the moment. But the half elves, they always get to me,
Well,
anyways, this has been a crazy coincidence. I've never met orc elf descendants before. So anyways, thank you for talking, and yeah, you've been real generous. Would you guys listen? I appreciate you guys' help and the story, and by the way, the food has gotten here, and you guys have been eating for a little while you told the story and everything. Do you guys want to take one of those viewing stones? We have like 10 extra, like in case people break them. Like I could just say one of them went missing, and we'd have no problems.
Sure, if it wouldn't be that much of a problem to you. So
Like
to have news on the go.
They're super cool new technology and stuff, but yeah, you can just like I can give you one if you want.
Thank you. What's your
we
name?
appreciate that.
Fabian. I think my parents originally meant to name me Fabian because it makes it easier to talk with like the tusks, but I prefer Fabian, like because I don't like associating myself with orcs too much. So
Is she a full orc woman?
she looks to be, yeah. She as well seems to have sort of dulled tusks, so she can talk relatively normally. But yeah, she looks to be full on. She's green as opposed to your like sort of palish green. Yeah. And she gives you this sealed box with a viewing stone in it.
Well, thank you, Fabian.
Thank you. And ding, the elevator, and she like quickly like stands up off the floor where you guys like sat down and ate. She's, hi, welcome. Would you like a room tonight? I'll see you guys later. She starts to discuss things with another customer.
Right now, find Rick and go to the elemental plane of air.
That's our mission, Rick.
You,
Rick, not him, Rick.
Rick.
Hey guys,
What?
I don't think you guys want to use this. I hold up the tentacle rod.
I will never look at you the same way ever again.
Put that away, sweetie, before you scar someone for life.
I just scarred 9 people for life. I put him in the bag.
10. Well, legally might not have been scarred. You're right, 9.
Do you mention the you mentioned Cindy at all, or the envelope and the letter she gave, or?
No. It's okay.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
And with that, you guys sort of ride down to the bottom, and there you see sitting behind a table the giant, literally pale blue and barefoot. He's sort of like awkwardly scrunched as he has his elbows up on this wood table. He's like,
You ready?
"Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I tried to find you guys last night. I got bored, so I ended up I became a bird, and I was looking around in these guys' hotel room windows. I was like peeking in, and there was this dude who was just. He looks at Sweetie and goes, "Oh no."
I
Look, we don't want to talk about it as much as you don't.
I didn't make the connection until right now.
well, I was gonna
So
somewhere.
the airplane
Let's
is
go
where we're going, right?
somewhere more private to teleport, so we don't cause too much of a scene.
Good idea.
Okay, so let's go.
And he starts to walk out the door.
I pound on his back. There.
I didn't even think he came down, and he was wearing clothes this time. Oh, there's so many bodies. And he just walks out shaking his head.
Or giant man without a house.
Yeah, he's homeless as well. And so yeah, outside you guys kind of like stand in the front. It's very early, so not a lot of Truskins are up yet.
To the plane of air. Set the dial to airplane.
Remember what I said, guys. If you believe in gravity, you'll die.
All right.
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
I can
there's no
fly in the
gravity.
material plane.
Sure.
No, yeah.
Wind plane.
Which makes me think, Roku, and you like as you're talking, you just eventually everything around you becomes the same pale blue that matches Rick's skin as you guys seem to drop. As you guys start to fall.
Don't believe in gravity.
I need everybody to make wisdom checks with advantage, please.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
Natural 20.
23, but you know, who's counting? It's me. I am.
I mean, I would like you to count the numbers if I like ask for it.
You say wisdom save it?
Wisdom check, actually, not a save.
Wisdom saveth.
Check
Save it.
is going to be an 18.
You guys look down and you see this cloud coming from down below, and you guys just start. And you're like, don't believe in gravity. Don't believe in gravity. I can fly. And Rick's like, the clouds are like concrete here. Stop.
Wait.
Hogar, you stop. And finally, Roku, you as well get over your nerves. And Sweetie, no. And you open your eye and you're like an inch off of the cloud as you almost gotten splattered across this. And then suddenly you guys kind of stand up. And you can extend up. Well, you start to fly upwards. You can't tell where you're flying through space and time. Just that the clouds around you begin to descend and ascend.
This is wicked.
Very sweet, right?
I'm gonna start flying around like a bird, flap my arms.
The flaps aren't necessary.
I go back.
But I want to.
Doggy
Yeah.
battle through the air.
And you guys sort of start to just glide around. And Rick eventually says, all right, so where are we headed?
That's a good question.
The Citadel. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the Citadel of Ice and Steel is run by the Grand Caliph. I don't know his name. It overlooks something called the Eternal Storm, which can be tamed only by the Grand Caliph and his 5 jaunt dancers. And that's about all you need to know about the airplane. Come with me.
Okay, then.
And yeah, you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you sort of like start to fly. And Oh, big tip. When you're in the plane, look out for those guys. And he points downwards, and you guys see these great sized winged beasts flapping, very reptilian in nature.
Where are they?
Quetzalcoatlus?
Are they friendly?
No, no, they're pissed. You see, since this is the plane of the air, unless you know where the Citadel is, you can't ever stop flying or you'll die. So yeah, they get pretty pissed off.
Okay.
You guys go soaring through the clouds once more. Eventually, you guys
These are
start flying.
dinosaurs.
The
I'm just trying like this.
vertically just T-posing, just flying. You guys sort of like stare off. There's no sun here, and yet there's light constantly. It's like there's no source of the light, but it's constantly lit up. And there are clouds every once in a while. But there's no scattered bits of land from what you can see. And then eventually there becomes a darker blue outline through the air. And as you get closer to it, you guys hear the sound of rushing winds. All right, these are called the labyrinth winds, and it's how we got to get to the Citadel. But it's going to be tough. So stay near each other. We'll reduce drag, all right?
All right.
Now, is everyone ready?
Drag.
It'll hit us, and like if you're a little off on the angle, it can start to spin you around, and then you'll go unconscious and shoot out somewhere, and we'll never be able to catch you again.
Oh.
So everyone link arms. Roku.
I want to touch Sweetie.
Iron free arm.
Whoa. Time out, guys. Are we shaming Sweetie right now for expressing himself physically?
No.
No.
You know, I like how Rick thinks. Yeah, why am I getting shamed here?
Like, sure, I didn't want to look at it, but, you know, there's no reason to make fun of him. He was just, he was expressing a human urge. Roku, can't you, like, relate at least, a little bit?
No.
No? You've had no romantic or physical attraction to another person before, ever?
As soon as I came of age, I started killing things.
All right, that's fine. But I think a greater conversation needs to be had to make sure we don't put each other down. Because right now, I need a woman real bad. I'm also homeless, though, so it's a little hard to pick up women. Which reminds me, Citadel of Ice and Steel. He starts to drift back into the current. All right, everybody, stay close.
All right. Arms linked. Going in.
And eventually, as you guys get closer, you guys. Once we get in there, we won't be able to hear each other.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. And he just rolls sideways into this tube, and you guys immediately just get launched. As you see, you would have no perception of where and how fast you were going if you didn't see these clouds whipping past
Before we
you.
go in, I cast Hunter's Mark on Rick, so I can always know his direction from me.
Okay. You focus your central targeted eye at him. For one, very creative use of that spell. I really like that. Rick immediately, he's flying in front of you, and you can see he has his arms extended out, and he starts going like this. He starts lifting his right hand.
Lifting my right hand.
What do you guys do?
Lift my right hand.
I don't know.
If everyone lifts their right hand, they're gonna let go of the person next to them, presumably. Like it would be harder to grab onto.
Well, I
just
assume
like the
I want to start
edge.
like tilting right or like trying to move right, I guess. Like
Sweetie, you start to like
right.
pull from the group, and you guys look over at Sweetie as he's like yanking you guys to the side.
All right.
But you guys are both looking at him like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
So what do you guys do?
Oh, I copy Rick.
I
And
hold
that
my
it's-
right arm.
He starts flapping his right arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you flapping or are you like signaling?
Okay, I'll try to. He's going like this.
Oh,
Okay,
it's-
yeah, I'm going to move that way. I'm going to move that way then.
Move that way.
Move that way.
Okay. I need everyone to roll athletics checks with advantage, please.
Maybe.
Oh
Yuck.
boy.
Yuck.
Oh,
I got
boy.
plus 10 to these now.
+3.
17. Yeah, 17.
5. 17.
27
Oh,
is what I meant.
17
Athletics?
for me.
17. Roku, did you say 27?
27. This
Okay.
is what I meant to say.
And Sweetie?
13.
Sweetie, you're a little sore. It's fine. You know, you got.
Worked out a lot of work.
my joints are a little rough.
Like,
at the moment.
everything burns. You're like, oh shit, I
Long
should have
night.
eaten more calories for breakfast. You know, I exhausted myself. I should have stocked up beforehand like a marathon runner, you know, and like,
yeah.
But so with that, you guys start to drift to the side, and Sweetie, as he does so, doesn't drift hard enough, and he gets caught underneath the current. His arm dips out of the tube that is this labyrinthian wind, and it spins him completely 180 around the tube, and he lands on top of you guys as you guys start to shift to the right. Luckily, that is where Rick is going as well, as he leans to the right. And if you guys would have kept going straight forward, traveling at that amount of speeds, it would have spit you out in that direction. As you guys, and you start to swirl and pace once more. Suddenly, Rick starts moving his left arm.
Moving to the left this time, boyos.
Yep.
the
To the
left,
left,
to
to
the
the
left,
left,
to
to
the
the
left.
left.
This
to the
time,
left.
Sweetie has repositioned himself in the line of people. I need everybody to make athletics checks with advantage.
Damn.
It's a natural 20 plus 10. That's a dirty 30.
30-30, baby.
Dirty 30.
How is a 16 this time?
Better?
I was a 15.
Okay.
Wait, did you say athletics or acrobatics or just athletics?
Athletics. Just athletics.
Okay. I was like, my acrobatics is a tiny bit better.
Once more, you guys sort of like start to spread, and Hogar, accidentally you start to shift from the group, and as you go to like grab, your feet hit the outside of the barrier and you start to swirl around, and you're traveling at the same speed, so Roku just snags you and pulls you back. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Sweetie, the same thing happens to you, but on the left. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You get plus 5. Plus 5, boyos.
At plus 8.
Ooh, 18.
If I didn't roll like shit, 13.
Hogar, you get pulled back and you're like, oh, like you just spun around an insane amount of times due to this wind. Sweetie, the 0 G's black you out, and he just Hogar, Roku, you grab onto Sweetie, and he's flying, just dead in the air. He's passed out.
I'm gonna just hold him like a child tucked to my chest.
Wind blowing past you. I need everyone.
Sticks to your chest? Oh, okay. No.
I need everyone to Rick this time. He boosts both hands and he points downward.
Oh,
Go down.
I'm gonna dive like a swimmer.
With
While
Sweetie
holding a
still in
baby.
one arm,
Yeah.
so you can only go one arm
Pencil
dive.
dive.
Roku, roll an athletics check with disadvantage. Hogar, roll with advantage. Actually, so that would just mean straight athletics check, Hogar. Just the one. Or sorry, straight athletics, Roku, just the one. Because you're
Well,
advantage because you know which direction to turn to, but disadvantage because you're holding a Sweetie.
25.
Okay.
15 plus 10.
And Hogar?
18. 13 plus 5.
Okay.
Okay,
This
at least
loop-
Roku's getting the plus 10 in there.
This loop hits you by surprise. As you bear down to start to go under, Hogar, once again, sorry, as your arm, you start to turn and your arm gets caught on the outside, flinging you off balance, and you just go. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw once again. The DC is going to be higher this time because this is the second time you've experienced G-force and are probably going to be very sick.
Am I next to Roku?
You are.
Plus
That
5.
plus 8, 27.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You do let out of the current, and it just disappears in an infinity behind
No,
you.
my eggs.
And you rally back.
I am cheese.
With that, sweetie, would you roll me a Constitution saving throw to try to wake up?
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Plus 5 plus 3, so how's a 15 sound?
Fortunately, you're still awake or still asleep.
Bro, it took it at me. I'm just like all just.
Rick turns back to you guys and tucks his legs in and grabs them like a cannonball formation.
Tuck my legs in and grab them. And they go.
He's presumably screaming at you, but you can't hear him.
I'm
What
just gonna
motion
follow
are you-
what he does. Where did he point? Could you do it one more time?
Up and to the. Is that the right?
Would you guys both roll perception checks with disadvantage for me? As the wind is just, it's making it hard to focus.
I rolled a 4 and a natural 1.
Well, I rolled the nat 20 and a 17, which plus my perception, which is a nice old saucy 8, is a 25.
He told you to jump, tuck in your legs, and hold them with your arms, and aim towards the right side, the lower right side. And he pointed in that direction. You know this? Roku does not, and you have no way of telling him. And with that,
I follow his orders.
you guys get launched out of this tube and start to float through the air. At this point,
Can we speak now?
yes, it's an eerie quiet as you start to.
Talking to the right.
You guys immediately start to descend at intense speeds.
Talking to the right.
I'm thinking I can fly this whole time. That's all I'm thinking. I can fly.
So, Roku, here are your options. You can either try to bank on being able to fly or trying to aim for the correct tube.
Yep.
Which would you like to
We're
do?
going into a different tube. I'm banking to the right, thinking I.
To the right. All right. Roll me an athletics check. And Hogar, roll an athletics check with advantage.
Dude, that's a natural 20. That's like dirty 30.
God damn.
All right. I can work with that. That is a 16.
Dice don't lie, Rick.
What did you say?
I said dice don't lie.
Dice don't lie.
This was meant to happen.
Hogar, you don't
Con
quite
save.
make it in as you begin to plummet outside of the tube, halfway inside and halfway out, as you begin to spin. But every time you dip outside of this extra tube, it spins you even faster. So you are now getting like blown on one side and just
You know, I feel like this place.
since it is your third offense. And you pass out and start to drift. Roku, are you going to attempt to hold Hogar as well?
I will attempt to hold Hogar as well.
Okay.
Whoops.
Roku. Rick turns around once more. And he starts moving towards his right again.
I think I caught bank right, so I'm going to bank right.
Hogar in one arm, Sweetie in the other. I need you to roll an athletic check with disadvantage.
I rolled an 11 and a 7, so 17.
Okay. Due to your just immense strength, you're able to just barely and you come shooting out. Rick as well. And you sort of like come out the side of the front, not the front way out the front. It's all about the angle you shoot out at. And Rick's like, you need to focus, slow down, or you'll keep going forever. As he becomes fading from your view, as you begin, as your momentum just keeps pressing. I need you to make a wisdom check.
Oh no, 12.
Rick starts to fade from view. And eventually you start flying and you can't stop yourself. You keep saying, gravity's not real. There is no momentum. I don't even know what the laws of physics are in character and out. Like this doesn't, I don't know. But eventually you become drifting and all you can see is blue all around you. An infinite blue, not even clouds around you. As you begin just sort of moving. At this point, you're not even sure what direction Rick was originally in.
Shit.
Well, I would like to start by slapping my buddies.
Yeah, now that you're out of the intense force, you sort of wake up. And they both sort of,
My chest hurts. I lost my lunch. Ooh, cheese.
Mm-hmm. Puke and rally.
I'm full now. All right, so
Yeah, the other two of you wake up and scan the horizons of nothing.
I probably lost concentration when I went unconscious, so there was that plan. Well, where is Rick? Roku?
I don't know.
Well, Sweetie.
I'm still blacked out, right?
No, you got woken up.
You're awoke.
You are woke.
I reach for a wall to pat.
You just
No walls. We're in the air, idiots.
That. Let's not do that one again.
Fair enough.
Open my eyes.
It would have been easier if I didn't have to carry both of you.
I'm sorry I'm not that strong and kept getting caught on wind current and spinning like a top. I thought
Last
I'd
night-
take it.
Was a little rough. I'm sorry that I didn't fully prepare myself for today.
Well, maybe you should be prepared for today and take this a little more seriously.
It's fine.
Oh, we lost Rick. That's not very fun.
Well, I suppose we're stuck with two options. Either go back to Trust or look for Rick.
I think looking for Rick is the only option.
Hey,
If we
Rick,
go back to Trust.
where are you? We have seemed to be lost. We don't know where we are. Please come find us. That's 21 words, I believe.
slight pause for a moment of inquiry. Where are you? Where are you? I don't know. There's nothing around here to look at. You have to find some way to landmark your position.
Okay.
I need everyone
Yeah,
around
I
here
got
to
nothing.
roll perception checks.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay.
I get negative net 20.
Probably. No, you.
I got an 11.
That's pretty negative nat 20.
And Roku?
10.
You're sweating. It's in your eyes. So you gotta take that time to wipe it out as the other two nerds are looking for stuff. Hogar, with your excellent perception, you stare off into the distance and you think at first there's a cloud way out, miles away. But then in fact, it looks like a piece of land floating supernaturally in the sky, much like Rick's castle. Is a
Nice.
large chunk of land.
There's land over there.
But that's not all you see. With your natural 20, you see something, a being, a large, monstrous being, heaving its breaths and expanding a large, glinting wingspan. It looks to be some sort of winged metallic creature.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah, on the island?
It's on the, yes, it is currently sitting on the island. There is bits of island beyond it, but you can't see from this far away.
Guys, there's an island over there, but there's some sort of metal bird on it.
Okay. Hey, Rick. In the distance, we see what looks like an island, but apparently there's a big metal bird thing on it.
Do not approach the metallic bird. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound good. Stay where you are. I will find you. 25 words.
Okay, Rick has a landmark now. There's not much land up here, so that should be a good landmark. Now he said he'll find us, and to not approach the big metal bird.
All right.
What fucking bird? I don't see no goddamn bird. Nothing out
There's
there.
a big metal bird over there. If you can't see it, doesn't mean it's not there.
I mean, we could approach the big metal bird.
But Rick's gonna be coming around here-ish.
But what if we're friendly to the big metal bird, and the big metal bird likes us, and we become friends?
It looks pretty angry right now, so
Does the bird look angry?
You can't even really see
it
the
was
bird.
stomping around.
So
If I had like some
Hogar,
magnifying, big magnifying
you know which
glass-
direction he is.
No, I don't. I lost concentration on that spell.
You lost concentration on that spell.
Also,
Cast
100
out.
mark doesn't actually work that way. I was looking it up while I was waiting. 100 mark does not work that way. That is a locate monster spell.
well, go fooled me.
My spell just gives me an advantage on tracking it.
Also could arguably useful. Like maybe you'd probably get
Find it.
disadvantage on tracking because it's not there's
Well,
nothing.
to find it, not just
Right.
track it.
Okay. Point being,
So
are you
I'm gonna
guys
wait
going
here.
to go over anyways?
I'm gonna wait for like a solid 10 minutes.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna get bored if he doesn't show up by then.
10 minutes,
Okay.
I can agree with
10
that.
minutes. Waiting for 10 minutes.
You guys have this sort of
Waiting.
agreement with one another, like it's okay if we disobey him because we'd be bored and like that's lame.
Mhm.
And we can probably kill this thing if it wants to kill us. Probably. Maybe,
Eventually.
hopefully.
Just at your 10-minute mark, you trying to like keep track of the things in your head. You see Rick approaching from below you. It seemed you have gotten turned around that you thought like you weren't oriented in the correct direction upwards. It's like he's coming from beneath you. So you're completely turned around.
Hey, Rick.
Oh, thank God you guys didn't move. I thought you were going to go investigate something.
We are about to.
Don't. Many people have gotten lost here and killed, so look, I think I know where we are. Just gotta follow me.
All right.
You okay? Is everyone okay?
Although,
No more wind tunnels.
No more labyrinth winds. That's we made our way there. Are you all right? Everyone alive and
Yeah, alive, yes.
not lacking higher brain function?
I am on my brain function.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I was lacking that before this. You know, having your brains essentially turned to mush 2 or 3 times now.
Right. That happens to the best of us, kid. Starts to fly away.
Oh, just sweetie.
Look over at Roku. Only the best of us, and I fly off.
Roku's like, they didn't prepare for this mission.
I shouldn't do the chief host fly off.
Mm-hmm. With that, you guys take off following Rick, your cloud giant friend. And you go soaring once again through the air plane. What is the most boring adventure you've ever gone on? It's like it's like bird watching, but without birds. There's just nothing.
But where the bird?
It's not even like looking at clouds, because there are none. There's one every couple of miles you travel. You just fly and fly and fly. What is good though, it's not walking. It doesn't weigh down on anything. It's honestly like you're not sitting, but you're just floating. You're flying. It's very nice. Unless you're scared of heights. But to be fair, there is no ground.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it weighing you down. Don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about sitting. Don't think about sleeping or with that. Eventually, sheeming in the distance, a large collection of buildings. On the outside of the town are these. It's shaped in a very Pentagon-esque shape. You see there's one giant central tower in the middle of this thing with a sort of the top of the building sort of curves outwards like a circle and comes up. It's like Aladdin, like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like Middle Eastern, very Indian reminiscent structures of like the Taj Mahal and stuff like that. And there's it is platinum steel. It is sheening off of the lack of sunlight that is around here. This thing looks like it costs so much money to create, as it just is pure metallic over the top of all of it, and you are bearing witness to it all. And Rick turns and he says, "This is the place, the citadel of ice and steel."
Nice.
The music just kicked up.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to
No.
And he starts to lower towards this huge. This is also built on ground itself, not air, just floating around, not clouds. This is ground pulled from the earth and floating here in the airplane.
You know, if we need to sell land, we could go back and see that metallic bird thing had land.
How are we supposed to pull it here?
We needed land as a bargaining chip. What if we go slay the beast for him, the metal bird, and give him its nest?
That could work.
It could.
Okay, just keep that in the back of your mind for. So Rick, where are these fancy djinn folk?
Oh, well, there probably. And he points to that large central building that is just towering over everything with its immense size.
I'm gonna take a guess and say we can't just walk in there.
Well, I wouldn't get too down on yourself. I'm doubting they get many visitors these days. And he starts to, and he steps onto the ground in front of here. Oh, when you get to here, gravity's real again. Cool.
Gravity's just start falling.
Oh, that was so close.
It's down an inch above the ground. Gravity's real.
With that, he sort of steps. It's a bit of a laneway that extends outwards from the city. And there are big steel walls coated in like this freezing sort of glacial mist powering off of it, giving the whole city this weird, mysterious aura. This thing is more grand than you've ever seen before. No city you've seen in your days in Convi has compared to the size of this thing. And as you approach, you see several what looks to be raw air elementals, just air sort of concocted in a spinning, sort of spiraling sort of being, and they're wearing plate armor, and they look like guards as they have these huge glaives that they cross over the front. State your business for entering.
3.
Hello. We're here to talk with the royal jinns so we can assist our own material plane.
You wish to have a meeting with the Grand Caliph? And Rick goes, Caliph, not Caliph. Oh, that would have been embarrassing. Bye. Yeah, we're visiting. Our lord shall be alerted. And they let you through.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
I passed through.
And now you open up into the city to a large marketplace. There are what you see elementals, only of the air variety. You see what looks to be a steel dragon just walking through the midst of the city. It sort of walks and as its wings tuck back, and as it walks past you, it gives you one of these. Just the
Does it look similar to the metallic bird I saw?
roll a history check to try to remember what the other dragon looked like. Compare it to this sort of.
Roll a similarity check.
Roll a similarity check.
16.
No, this is different. This one's definitely smaller, and you can tell the metals are different. It's a metallic. What you saw first was a metallic dragon, but it's different kind than this one. And he like sees you looking at him. He goes, "Oh, is there a problem?"
No, I saw something that looked like you on our way here.
Oh, well, sorry for bothering you. And he becomes marching away. You see Jinn, these genies that sort of have these floating
Carpets.
no, like just bottoms. Like their legs are like just a sort of tornado as they sort of just spin around in the air. They're all sort of blue. They look like out of the genies in D&D, these are the Aladdin versions of genie. Like these are the blue and they float and they don't have legs and they all are like kind of have that Middle Eastern vibe as well as like the building and the architecture. And you see different carts set up. Hello, may I interest you in some jinn weaponry? No, don't listen to him. Come see my jinn armory. I caught these birds. Quack! There's these pterodactyls, like Quetzalcoatluses, that just are like held on by chains that he's caught. And you see, people shopping, buying his weapons. Every jinn weapon is sort of made to be sort of flowy and white and mystical looking. But yeah.
How big is the jinn weaponry?
They all look like they could fit you realistically. The Jinn look to be a bit bigger set just generally than you guys, but if they're anything like Rick and his abilities, then they're able to be adjusted.
I got all weapons I need, so I'm just gonna continue on. Unless my friends stop for anything.
Your birds. How much you want for them, or one of them?
50 gold for the birds.
Are they trained or anything?
No, I picked them up outside. They tried to bite me, and they'll probably try to bite you.
Is it all right if I try talking to them first before I seal the deal on buying them?
You see the armor vendor and this pet vendor look at each other. Yeah, you can talk to the birds.
Hey, Hogar, can I have a piece of cheese?
Do you want me to talk to the birds?
Yeah, try and talk to the birds. Feed it some cheese. It's try and
I guess
see if it's friendly.
speak with animals. Hello, birds.
Hi there.
You want some cheese?
What is cheese?
It's food.
Yes, please. And he opens his maw. It's like a pelican. Like he has like the sort of goal to be waiting for food to be placed inside of it.
I mean, should I be feeding them? They kind of this guy's. Can I feed your birds?
Well, yeah, I don't care. Can I have my gold? Like, are you paying me?
I'm paying you in feeding your birds.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Go for it.
I'm feeding them some cheese.
And he like has to open his whole mouth to chew it. That was good. Man, that was good.
Ask if we bring him back to the material plane, if he'll be friendly with us and we can be friends.
If we bring you back to the material plane, will you be friends with us?
Heck yeah, man. I'll do anything for you guys. I mean, keep a steady supply of cheese, clean out under my wing flaps, and we can be buddies.
He said yes, Sushi.
Throw gold with this gin. Genie, air elemental, whoever it was.
Pleasure doing business with you. I talk to the birds. And he lets him off his hook, and he sort of like hops over to you. Sweetie, it is not until this moment did you realize how fucking huge this thing is. As it stands up, spreads its wings out. It stands probably 3 times the size of Roku. As it and it folds itself back in.
Yes. Whatever you said. We will.
So we're friends with Mr. Vendor, sir. Was this did you say
Head bird.
did you say dactyl or Quisosceles?
The Quisosceles. And you can see this thing's got.
Okay.
This thing is not a pterodactyl, although they've probably seen pterodactyls here before. That's why they got him confused. It's like body is like it has huge wings, but its neck extends out super far and it has like sort of this mohawk thing up top. It is definitely a Quetzalcoatlus and not a
Do you have a
pterodactyl.
name?
No, I've never been named before. And you can see he cocks his head back and forth. He keeps looking at you with one of his eyes at a time.
What color is he?
You can see he's darker. There were like tan ones. This guy's got like a black body and then like sort of a red, like fleshy color up top and then like a yellow beak. Also, he is like a black mohawk as well. It's not a mohawk. It's like a spine or like a growth or something, but it's black.
All right.
So we're friends with a dinosaur now?
I guess so.
Wow, what a crazy day. We got laid and a dinosaur. What the hell?
Let's
Oh
go.
my god, a dinosaur.
Someone
Okay.
paid for it.
So you now have a dinosaur and a chain sort of harshly wrapped around his neck and like given as a lead.
We'll adjust this later when we get back to our plane. I say to it.
yeah, tell him we're sorry about how harshly it's contained. We just don't want to. While we're in the city, we don't want to scare anyone.
I am sorry about the change, friend. We just don't want to scare anyone in the city.
That's fine. I try to eat these people all the time.
Okay.
You should probably keep me chained up, or I will try to eat one of them.
Give him some cheese.
And he lifts his head up and like, and you can see it like gulp by gulp down his throat.
So if I gave him a piece of good cheese, would he just be full for a day?
Yes, but he would probably eat more, like if given to it. Like he doesn't inspect his food, you know.
All right, so to the city. Could this thing even fit in the citadel, or we have to leave him outside?
When he stands up completely and extends his neck upwards, he's as tall as Rick. So like, probably, like, you know, realistically.
Qualises are huge. You know, in hindsight, we probably should have bought this guy after we had our meeting.
Yeah, probably, but now you're a bird.
Rick, where can you lead us to Jin? Sorry about that. We got a little sidetracked.
You guys got sidetracked there. It's you guys. You should never bargain with gin dealers. They're odds are it's rigged or cheap or whatever. You probably didn't get your money's worth.
You see what we bought? It was like 50 gold.
If you say so, man. That reminds me. Hey, Roku.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking to buy a place of my own now, you know, and I spent a lot of that gold on that staff that I made for Nikolai. You can keep it if you want, but like, could you just pay me back?
I have 460 gold.
I mean,
hey,
I take that. Like, if you don't want to give it back, you could just give me the staff, and I could sell it on my own. But
I already gave it back to you.
You did?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Yo, what's up, sweetie?
Rick, you could either. How much was that staff worth when you bought it?
About 500 gold, and I don't know. The enchantments were more of a time effort than anything else, more with labor, I guess. But I don't know.
I think Roku. I don't know. This is just kind of what I've been seeing. I think Roku does kind of want the staff. Would you accept a block of gold? Roughly this by this. It's here. I just open up my pouch. I kind of like tuck away from the vendors so the vendors don't see me pulling this out, but just like not to like bring it out of the bag, but like I want to make one of the gold bricks
and you just
and like display one of the 2,500 gold bricks.
I mean,
how about we?
Look,
houses probably aren't cheap.
This staff like already does stuff that I can do. So yeah, like I'd rather have the money. Here you go, man. And he sort of like puts it on the ground and tilts it. And you grab onto it, Roku.
Does it make me fly?
Yeah, it does. Well, it gives you a cloud to fly on. It's honestly better that way. You have more control.
This is the best day of my life.
And then I just got, Rick, do you want this now, or do you want like?
You can. I'll get you in first, and then we can have our.
Okay. One block to one brick block. It's not really a brick. It's more of like a log.
One log of gold will do me. Yeah, thank you. It was pretty expensive enchantments, and it has a lot of sentimental worth too. So
to the citadel with some bird friend named Cheddar.
I'm sorry,
Is
named
his name
what?
Cheddar? I love it.
Yeah, he likes
Cheddar.
cheese, so his name is Cheddar.
Listen, that checks out. Yeah, it makes
He's
sense.
not some common bitch.
Cheddar. This isn't Cheddar. This is some common bitch. 1 second here. I gotta
Name
open
him
up.
like. We could name him like.
It's
Swiss?
Cheddar.
No.
He says his name is Cheddar.
Oh well. You know, I guess if he likes the name Cheddar.
The lords have spoken.
Spoken.
You're saying Homer is a god? All this time?
We just
I mean-
constantly feed him and clean him and give him a home. We have a dinosaur.
Are you ready for the responsibility, sweetie?
Yes. Enlarge, reduce, enlarge. Enlarge him. Make him
He
bigger.
is size category huge, by the way, in case you didn't know.
What's bigger than huge?
Is it
Gargantuan, and that's it. He's second to
Because
largest.
isn't gargantuan like 25 or like 30 plus? or
20,
something?
20 by 20 up is gargantuan, and he's huge,
It's
which
like-
is 15 by 15.
We go back to the shadow and fight the rock while riding him.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys go into this main pillar building with the large cap upon it, this weird sort of must be Jin architecture. And with that, you are met with more air elementals, and now you see giants as well. These blue sort of, there's this bluer light baby blue skin, which looks like Rick, and there's this darker, deeper blue skin, which seem to have some sort of tempestuous magic dwelling within them. And with that, you are met with lots and lots of stairs. As Rick goes, he's right up here.
We can still like fly here, right? If we don't believe gravity exists.
Garrick, what's going on? Are we dying? Oh, we're dying. Rux. Garrick's dying, everyone. Oh no. He's...
Question: is he over at Gabby's?
I think so. I think I saw her shuffling earlier.
Hey, like he kept looking off to his side, and I didn't know if he was or not.
Nah, he's probably just talking to himself. He's insane.
No, there's a calendar on the wall. It's 100% Gabby. Rick doesn't own a calendar. Rick would never own a calendar. Can do. I don't want to climb. Bro, this session is amazing. I got laid by 9 chicks, and I bought a dinosaur. What else do you want?
laid? It fades to black. You might have got laid by one. And that's all there just smoothing you.
Bro, they didn't even need money after it.
Yeah, they did. They were trying to be nice.
Yeah, they were trying to be nice. They definitely needed money.
His headphones died.
Gotcha. Can he be heard? Oh, he needs to switch the audio device on his PC.
Yeah, he does. Give him a second.
Okay, yep, you hear a noise? Can you hear us?
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? Good.
So basically, you are brought to a grand staircase that leads its way up several stories in a circular fashion up to the top.
Hey, Rick, we can still just not believe in gravity and like fly up there, can't we?
Well, you see, the buildings around you and the ground below you, whether you like it or not, have a dampening on your effects of flying, but you can certainly
I
try.
can fly.
I need everyone to roll wisdom checks for me, please.
I can't fly. I got a 7.
Oh yeah, I got
21.
a 5.
21.
Yeah, Hogar is able to float above his station, but the rest of you guys are like trying to hop off the ground a little bit. Looks like it's the stairs for you.
Yes,
I look over at Cheddar. Hey, Rick, do you know if they sell saddles for guys like these around here?
Well, no. No one needs to ride them around here. So, no.
That's fair. Have you ever heard of a place that sells saddles for these guys?
No. They're wild animals, so.
So people put saddles on things all the time.
Right. These were being sold to be butchered and eaten. You know that, right?
No.
That's sad. You know that.
It's not that sad.
And poor Cheddar, unaware as to it all, is continuing to look at stuff with his eyes.
Good boy, Cheddar.
One eye at a time.
Well, I start marching up the stairs.
Rick and Hogar just float up as they circle around.
Is Cheddar
Eventually.
laughing with me?
Yeah, he's sort of just he can't extend into a full, or else that's sort of just drawing up a bunch of wind, and he might hit people with his wings. So he's kind of just like little flaps to keep him aloft, squawking along the way. Eventually, you guys up all the stairs and make your way into a larger chamber, which looks to be sort of the top. As inside of it, the top of the ceiling begins to be brought down as the platform you're on is raised, and you see as well platforms being raised up past the inside of this room. You guys are lifted up several feet in the air, and Rick leans over and goes, "Oh, it looks like we caught him at a bad time." And slowly but surely you look down and you can start seeing the rest of the citadel of ice and steel around you, the entire city at your feet, as you begin to rise further and further up into the air. And eventually you see a large, catastrophic tsunami of a storm that is barreling its way towards the citadel. And one at a time, in these places, these altars, these circles around the building, these incredibly agile and dexterous djinn all start to make formations with their hands like Tai Chi, just very precise movements all at the same time. And a man in the center gets risen above them all as your platform stops, but his keeps moving. As he stands up from his throne, he starts to shove, and as well his trained dancers beside him and on all their platforms start to shove as well, as the storm that was once barreling towards the citadel is now rerouted and pushed away, and silence sweeps over once again. You guys start lowering your platforms down to where they were previously, and as the Grand Caliph himself and his Jaunt Dancer Council all start to sit in their chairs once again, they turn towards the group of you, and you hear, "Why are you in my presence?" And that is where we will pick up next week, as you will start your meeting with the Grand Caliph himself.
Ah, shiny.
What an eventful session.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was a great session.
I agree.
We got